Cut this part out of the recording. All right, everybody, please introduce yourselves. I was too excited.
Fine.
Hi, I'm Staria, and I will be playing Nuclear Roboto, local robot man, who's currently doing something very idiotic and not telling any of his friends he's going to fucking Fair Weather.
Hi, my name is Ray, and I'll be playing Amaranth Rosamel, and she's mostly there to see Little Miss again.
Hi, my name's Zen. I will be playing Penn Scrib, the very small UPN cat. He is also mostly here to make sure that the little miss is okay, and the town is okay, and everything is okay, which it probably isn't given that this is a game, but you know. He's giving it the
Yeah.
he's giving it the benefit of the doubt for the moment.
Yeah, I'm Arrows. I'll be playing Nebula Rose. He is also pretty much only coming over just to check up on Little Miss. Yeah, he is concerned, wants to see how she's doing.
All right.
Roboto's just concerned in general. Roboto is sus.
Yeah.
And, well, he is not wrong in those feelings. Okay. Okay, so everyone introduce yourselves. Okay, so like I said before, you guys are traveling back on a ferry, but again, unlike your last one, which was a cargo ferry, this one is for VIPs, and it has multiple decks. You know, there people are dressed in some nicer clothing. They hand out some food and drink. And so, where are you guys on this? And how you feeling? What are you doing?
Well, Roboto's like probably on deck. He's like he is not even attempting to relax. Like he is on lookout in case anything sus happens.
There.
Penn is probably like lurking in a corner somewhere watching all the other guests on the boat. He doesn't trust this.
Yeah, Nebula's probably nearby Roboto because Roboto is, I think, the one that he's bonded with the most. Well, there is Penn too, but Penn doesn't like to socialize, so he's sticking by Roboto for now.
And Amaranth is playing music on her lute to pass the time, and also to comfort everybody.
Oh.
Oh.
I think. Hold on. I think Robato's seen Nebula before. They had a whole thing about that. But uh, Penn and Amaranth, I think you guys should do perception checks on Nebula.
Oh,
Okay. Any
oh
chance
shoot,
I
I
could
don't
use
have
my
my character
passive?
sheet ready.
Hold on. What's your passive? I mean, you could.
17.
Oh boy! All right, yeah, sure. Use a
Penn took
passive,
the
yeah.
observant feat when he leveled up.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, sure.
Observant Kibi. Kibi sees
Just
all.
a second.
Alright.
So perception +1.
Yeah, Zen as well.
Okay, so we're doing this in. Okay, we are.
Well, that hashtag is something I didn't want to.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh boy. I'll use the passive perception for you, Ray. 17's a lot better than 4.
Thank you.
Gosh.
Wait, is Amaranth's
Wait.
passive perception 17?
I thought it was Scrub.
Oh,
Yeah, Penn's
Oh,
passive
never
is
mind.
17.
Penn,
never
yeah.
mind. Okay, never mind. I was not. That's why you weren't rolling. Never mind. I mistook voices. It's fine. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I
Amaranth
do
doesn't
that all
notice
the
anything
time.
then. Although, what is Amaranth's passive?
Where is that?
What kind of
It's-
sheet are you using? Are you using DMV?
Yeah.
It'll be.
What's your plus
under-
2 perception? Plus
It'll be
1,
under
then
ability scores.
it'll probably be 11.
11.
All right.
Okay. Can I reroll?
I mean, sure, because you probably see him a couple times.
Okay.
Zen notices. Penn notices for sure. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
19.
right now.
7. Rip. Okay.
That's
Damn.
Ray, that's not how it works.
That is not. Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
not
no, it's not
how-
D11. It's D20 plus. It's just the
Still a
passive is
D20.
11,
Yeah.
and then D20 plus
Okay.
1 for
The
perception check.
the passive
So
perception of
D20 plus
11 just
11.
means that like anything that rolls a stealth below 11 you see by default without having to roll for it. It doesn't mean roll a D11 because that would be very hard to do
Okay.
with physical dice.
So I still see?
Well, roll
Amaranth.
D20 plus 1 again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
18. Okay,
Ooh.
yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. Nebula's 2 inches taller than he was last you saw him. That's weird.
Ooh.
Mood of the day. That's weird.
So
I
yes,
think
you notice that. I don't know if you'll say anything about it, but you notice it.
Hey, does Nebula want to roll insight on Penn?
You haven't even gotten on the shore yet.
17!
Yes. Penn is fuming over this. He's
Not his fault. He got a magic surge.
Oh my gosh.
But still,
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Penn is so short, Nebula is already so tall, and he got taller. That's not fair.
Nebula has reached 6 feet.
Dang.
Oh my god, that means Nebula is as tall as Roboto with his antennae.
Dang.
Oh my gosh.
I
Nebula's
think
not like the
Amaranth's the
tallest
shortest
person.
one.
What?
No, no,
Penn is
probably
1
would
foot
be.
11.
Shorter.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Penn is-
Amaranth is the shortest one. Like, I think she's 4 feet.
Yeah,
No,
Penn
Penn
is
is
1 foot 11.
God, Penn is so tiny.
Oh.
Very small.
You guys could sit on each other's shoulders and wear a trench coat.
He's very small, and
He's still
he has
very
no money, and you can imagine the stress that he's under.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, we gotta get back to the game.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah,
Back
we
to the
do.
Okay, so after all these insight checks on each other, okay, you all find yourselves on the very top deck. You're towards the back where there's some seating along there. It's a little I think that you guys are you kind of and just ended up migrating all the way over there. Everybody else kind of moved to the front because ooh, let's all, stay over here. Everyone's all excited. I would assume that you, after the last event, you three probably have a more toned down kind of excitement.
I don't
Put it
think
politely.
excitement's really the right word
It's-
for
Yeah.
it.
It's
Oh
more
god, here we go
nervousness.
again.
Apprehension and oh god,
Fear.
what might happen?
Yeah, it's a more polite
It's
way
fear.
to say it. So, I would say you're all probably you're on the back. You're probably looking out at the water, probably looking out at the mist, and you see a familiar docks, like you remember coming here before. These along this shoreline, there are several docks and there are several other smaller ferries that are letting off passengers. You pass by a very familiar looking inn along the waterline, and you continue past it because you're actually going to another section of the town. And as you are passing several more trees and several more hills, you see a large hill in the distance coming through the mist where a large mansion would have sat overlooking this river. But it's not there anymore. In fact, there
Hmm.
is a lot of construction around it. It looks like something has been torn down quite frantically and very recently. So as you pass by
Hey.
this, without much incident, what do you all think about this?
Sus.
God.
Are we sure the little lady wasn't inside?
Um,
Oh no.
you're
Like they didn't know about her.
well, you guys are probably gonna have to figure that out a little bit later because y'all passed right by this, and you're probably not gonna be going back there.
Oh boy.
Right. And
Oh no.
What role do I make?
sorry.
Except, do we make any rolls?
Oh no, not yet. I was just saying that you the scenery you passed by a mansion that you have visited on your last quest,
Yeah, that
but
one. Okay.
it's not
I've
there
got
anymore.
the. Mhm.
So and oh, are you guys wearing your VIP badges, the ones that I mentioned in our chat?
I'd
Yeah.
say so. Yeah.
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 Well,
Also the
now,
bells
yeah.
again.
yeah.
Please put the bells back
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. All right. Well, you probably would need those in order to get on to this VIP ferry. So, and I say almost everybody here is wearing something very similar, but yours seems to have a additional, decoration to it. It's got a little leaf, or not leaf, flower, which is the symbol of the town. So I guess you could
Those
say
damn flowers again.
Ugh.
you could say they probably recognize you as very important, very, very, very important people, considering you've helped them out last time. And oh, have you all brought the items that you have picked up from your last adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Roboto
everybody's
would
just kind
have
of
Probably.
kept them
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
his
Probably
hunt. He
look
did
through
use.
my.
He has used his HP pin
Okay.
from the battle in Aberration Investigator.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you'll get another one. Who knows?
Who fucking knows?
I
Okay.
gotta find Amaranth in my notebook.
See, and I remember.
Okay, there we go. I got it.
Was it Nebula who had the walkie-talkie?
Yeah. I
Yes,
think that's
yes.
right.
Nebula has the walkie-talkie.
Okay.
So Amaranth has 2 tokens, a bell bracelet, and a flashlight.
That's right. You have the heat-powered flashlight. Never runs out of batteries. Also, Ray, you sound very tired.
Yeah, I just woke up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Well, it seems like you guys are having fun. And let's see. Nebula, do you have your walkie-talkie out by any chance?
I don't honestly. I'm eyes, but I don't think he has it out right now.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh, that's fine. That's okay. Everybody, roll me initiative.
Oh
What the
boy!
Okay.
fuck?
Oh boy!
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, sure. Why not? Why
Sure.
not?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
that is an
Okay.
overstatement on this ride.
We're just jumping straight into this, huh? Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
Let's
nat 20 for
see.
Nebula. All right.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Well, I think while you are
Gosh.
all. Oh, did everybody roll?
Ray hasn't yet, I think.
Okay.
I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, it's in combat.
Yeah. Just make a regular D20.
Ooh.
Alright, so it looks like the order from the... let me write this down just so I could... I am... Looks like... So that's Nebula... Blah.
Yeah, Nebula got a nat 20, so he'd probably be first.
The Nebula... Then there's Roboto and Penn. Okay. Just note that really, really quickly. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. So, as I would say, as you're all looking out over the water, you hear kind of a bump on the bottom of the ferry. You think it's nothing because this ferry probably bumped into a lot of branches and other things, logs that are in the water, and you hear, oh, hold on. And you hear another bump, and then another, and then you hear something of a scratching sound. And it's like, okay, well, there's plenty of branches and things that could scratch the bottom of the boat, but then you hear the scratch sound, and it's moving up. You hear some startled cries.
Oh, I don't like that.
Some panic, and then over the railing where you guys are, you see a very wet-looking hand or paw, like reaching over the railing, grasping onto it kind of clumsily, and something really large, green and wet and very hungry is pulling itself over the edge.
Oh
God.
God.
Fun.
I don't like
Okay.
that.
If you want, I do have an image for this thing. If,
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
please share that.
Oh.
Please do share.
Would you put that into would that
Hi,
be
Game
connected?
Zone. No, Game Zone.
Oh, Game Zone. Okay.
Game
Give me
Zone.
just 1 second. If my computer will let me today. Let's see. So this is the thing that's I'm basing it off. Okay, please don't sue me for copyright. But this is what's climbing over the edge.
Ooh.
Oh, okay,
Ooh,
lovely.
interesting.
Wait.
So
Okay,
it's gonna pull itself over the edge, land with a loud splat on the
oh God.
deck.
Oh boy.
Sits up and
Ew.
this thing is not friendly. It's got a look in its eye. You just see nothing but rage, hatred, and hunger. Pretty much probably the main emotions or feelings this thing has, and it's locked its eyes on you for.
Oh boy.
Fun. Okay.
Can I ask how big this is?
This thing, I would say it's I would say it's about roughly the size of a hyena.
Okay.
Cool. I don't know how big hyenas are.
Yeah, neither do I, but it's fine. It's fine.
Smaller
It's
than
not
a wolf,
taller
but-
than us.
No.
Well,
That's
speak for
good.
yourself. It's taller than Penn.
Yeah, it is
Well, a
taller
lot
than
of
Penn.
things are. Well, a
Sorry.
lot of things are taller than Penn.
It's very rare for Penn to find something that's shorter than him. So yes.
So since this thing kind of came in last, it's I probably should have rolled initiative for it, but again, it just kind of. I would say that you guys heard it coming, so all right, you all have a chance to I guess defend because now it's going to attack, and let me just do a quick roll. Darn it, where did I put it? Shoot. Okay. See, and then you said Penn was the shortest one here, right?
Yeah.
Tiny.
Okay. Unfortunately, this is a beast of. This is a predator, so it's gonna go for the smallest and supposedly "quote unquote" weakest, prey. So it is looking
what
at
is
Penn.
what's
Oh,
the
great.
what's the beast initiative?
Let me just do a.
Just roll initiative, and we can see where it fits in.
Right. So this thing is
13,
gonna
so that'll
Oh,
be...
test after Roboto. Okay, cool.
Alright, so Nebula first then. He's gonna hit this thing with Firebolt. If I remember the heckin' thing for that. I can look at descriptions, it's fine.
Shut up, phone.
Man, he's got a +5 on his attack rolls. 17 to attack, does that hit?
17 to attack that. Pull up the sheet. And yes, that hits.
Alright.
Just barely, but it hits.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
that's a
That
high
fucker has a
oh
bitch of an
boy.
AC.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright. I think it's just
And
that flat roll.
do
Hold
you
on,
want-
let me roll damage.
Okay. Alright. Okay, guys, don't worry. I won't hold you up here. Ooh,
16 damage.
Oh, geez. Okay, well.
Firebolt's damage increases at level 5 and he is level 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. Okay, yeah. Okay, you obliterated this thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't worry. I didn't want to keep you guys hold up too much with the fighting, so I toned down their hit points just a little bit. But yeah. Oh.
You might want to tone it back up.
Yeah. Might need to.
We have
Well,
2 level characters here.
Well,
Yeah, and
One
we've got,
of
like,
which is a
4 people.
monk.
as this fire, you shoot the fireball at it. It hits, and there is just kind of somewhat of a explosion of just the grass. It looks like mud, maybe some bone, and a
Oh, that's
familiar red
good.
substance that you guys have encountered from your last game. And no, it's not blood.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think, like, so this thing, is it completely out of commission now?
Yeah, you guys have
Yeah, okay,
obliterated it with
so,
one hit.
yeah,
I'm surprised.
so, how I'm imagining this going is, like, it crawls up, and then, like, Nebula shoots this thing at it out of, like, reflex, and you're just seeing, like, his kind of, I don't know the word for it. What's the description? Like a, like, surprise, stunned expression afterwards, and he's just like, "Oh, no."
Like, oh, this happened.
Yeah, he is concerned, and he looks at Roboto, 'cause,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. When Roboto was like at first on the ship, he was like his eyes were like their usual, they're a vibrant purple color, but like even if it was fairly concerned, now the color is started to dull.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Oh no.
But, well, regardless of how you guys are feeling, there is some concern among the passengers. However, since this thing seems to have disappeared and left behind just a mess of grass and swamp weeds, they just assume that it's probably just a large stray dog that tried to climb up on the ferry, and it probably got spooked and jumped back over after leaving its mess. So,
We got a firebolt thrown at it.
yeah, that would definitely scare off a stray dog,
Scared all the mess
sometimes
right
you
off
just
of
gotta
it.
fireball a dog. It's made out of grass and mud and bones.
Yeah. So,
I mean, most dogs have bones in them, but not grass and mud.
No,
Most dogs.
definitely
Most
not.
dogs. There are
Not
always
every toon
exceptions.
dog.
Fair.
That's why the passengers are fully believing that, yeah, this thing just This thing was just covered in some mud and grass, and it just, yeah, again, it left a mess as it jumped back over, apparently. Even though nobody saw it jump over, they can only assume. So, some cleanup crew come over, they start picking up the mess, politely apologizing to you guys about the inconvenience, oh gosh, this never happened before, animals don't climb up on here, but it's bound to happen at some point. Anyway, so you continue on your journey, and don't worry, nothing happens. You guys probably are a little bit shaken by this, but you
Oh,
reach your
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Roboto's
at
Mhm.
first.
definitely now highly on alert. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I have a bit of a theory about that monster.
Ooh, theory.
Yes.
Oh, well, you're probably going to be getting a lot of theories about a lot of things in this town.
Can I say it?
Yeah,
Fear.
Yeah, if you want.
I love theories.
Okay, I think that monster was the doctor.
Oh,
I
feel
don't
like
think if it was the
I feel like
doctor, I
it'd have
think it
more
would be
HP.
much more
Yeah.
major.
That's true.
Like, it wouldn't be obliterated in one fireball. Firebolt, sorry.
Those are two very different spells.
Yeah, two different
Yeah.
spells. One does 2d10, the other does 8d6.
Holy shit.
Oh god. That's powerful.
Oh, it is. There's a
That's a
reason why
lot.
Fireball is popular.
Also, fireball is like, isn't that more like a area effect kind of thing?
That
Or like has
too.
a bigger range? Yeah.
Yeah, that too. If you casted Fireball, you would burn the ship down.
You just watch this fairy go up in flames just slowly pass by you.
That's one way to end the game.
Yeah,
Just burn to death.
burned it.
Destruction
Anyway,
of property.
that will be
Anyway, back to the game.
wildly off track.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
As they like go further into town, I think Penn is like watching the water around them now and trying to see if there's more like kelpie things that are going to try to climb the boat.
Yeah,
definitely.
so is Roboto.
Nebula
Honestly,
as well.
I think if Penn asks, like, or just Roboto will straight up offer for Penn to climb on top of his shoulder so he can see better.
Oh, that was nice of him.
Because Penn is very
Yes.
small, and I'm going to assume that there is safety railing on this boat.
Oh yeah, don't worry, there is. Oh no, they have
So,
safeties when they need it.
I appreciate
Yeah.
the offer, but Penn does not. He's not taking you up on it. Sorry.
I mean,
He will stand
if
on
he gets-
tiptoes and do his best.
Oh my goodness.
Well, as I said, don't worry. You continue your little boat ride without much incident, really, and you reach your destination. You actually are taken to a different part of town, which is surprisingly not so full of mist. There's actually some sunlight coming in. It's probably the only real part of town that has like a spot like this.
Cool. Perception.
Oh.
I don't trust like that.
Yeah.
That's a 9. I think Roboto's too stressed at this point.
15 from Nebula.
See.
Oh
that's a
my
crit
god, it's
fail
a
from
nat
Penn.
one from Penn. Can I use his pass?
He is too small.
Let's see what I roll. D20 plus 1. 5.
5.
What the heck?
Okay.
Our
Well,
highest
it's
is
not
a
like-
15.
Well, I would say with the exception of Nebula, I say that as soon as you're reaching your destination, people are like coming out. They're kind of crowding around you, probably getting in your way. So yeah, Bottle, Penn, and Amaranth, you probably don't see a whole lot at the moment because yeah, you got like a bunch of bodies kind of pushing in front of you, waving, shouting.
No wonder Penn got a crit fail.
Penn is very small.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You might need to move somewhere so you don't get like stepped on because people are probably stepping on your feet right now. Yeah, be like you're probably in the front already, so like you probably got people pushing you up against the railing trying to get a better look. But yeah, you probably have a much clearer look than the rest. And yes, you see a big open area, and you can see there are like carnival rides being set up, and like little games, like game tents for the like carnival games and things like that. There's a couple of fairly new looking hotels there. You could tell that they've been more recently built compared to like some of the other older buildings around them. And surprisingly enough, in the distance you even see a large school. Again, it looks pretty old, so you assume this was here before they set like any of this stuff up, any of these hotels or these little restaurants. Huh? And really, that's all there is to see at the moment because now they've pulled up to the dock and they've lowered the ramps, and now everybody is rushing to get off because they're excited. And I'm just assuming that you guys just kind of go with the crowd because yeah, you probably want to get off that ferry before something else happens.
Yeah.
At this point, Penn might not have a choice. He's caught up in the crowd.
Someone pulls you up by
Funny.
accident, thinking you're a piece of luggage.
Oh, absolutely not. Penn does not stand for that. You're gonna have to roll to grapple if you want to pick him up.
Or you could just hop on somebody's kind of the people with those wheelie suitcases. Hop up on one of those and cling to it as they take you down the ramp.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Only if he absolutely has to.
Well, either way, you guys make it in, and you I know that you have all been sent an invitation, which of course has your tickets and it has the name of the hotel, which is the one right next to where the school is. And don't worry, there's no school going on right now. It's closed. So you don't have to deal with like any school children running around you. So I'll keep this brief, but you guys go in, you check in, they show you a very luxurious room. The very large room just set up for the four of you. And they also the people back there, they encourage you to go out and see the town before the festival officially starts because you guys are actually a little bit early. So the whole place hasn't opened up just yet, but everybody is arriving. Everybody is arriving right now so that they don't have to show up on the day of the start of the festival. Right? And before they kind of shoo you out the hotel, the person behind the counter gives each of you about, what was it again? 15 tokens each.
Oh,
15.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Okay.
15. All right.
Yeah. You guys are very special VIPs, so they want to make sure that you are feeling welcomed. All right. So
Right.
you're outside the hotel now. You've got a crap load of tokens in your pocket. And you look around and you see that there are some like crafting stations being set up. This part looks like it might be for the younger audience, like art art contest, pottery contest, typical things you would see in a fair. And you see some stalls. You see a small restaurant, which is surprisingly only full of vending machines that disperse hot food.
What's up with the people and fucking vending machines?
It's a weird town. Very weird town.
You got that right.
Right, so
Yeah.
you guys want to like walk around? You want to buy something? You just want to like chat with people? What's everybody thinking? What's everyone feeling?
I think Roboto gonna be again high alert.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
like
Uh,
he knows something's up. He doesn't know what, but fucking sus.
And kind of
Yeah, I'll
wants to go
and-
back to like where the doctor's house was and see if they know anything about the little miss?
That would be a very, very long trek for you because you guys are taken to another part of the town, which is quite a distance away. You would probably have to take like probably have to get a ride or something over there. Like also, yeah, and I would say like if you wanted to, you can even ask around about the doctor and the whole incident because everybody in the town was kind of made aware of you know what went down a couple months ago.
Yeah, I think. Oh God, Morsky telling me to use Step of the Wind to just run there.
If you could do that and then look around and come back, I suppose I will allow it.
Like,
But I
because here's
mean,
the thing, monks, baby, and Okay, let's time for some fucking math. Roboto has a base speed of 45, and he could where is the fucker? There is the fucker, and he can spend 1 key point to take the dash action as a bonus action, which means 45 feet if he's gonna dash as his action, plus 45 feet as his movement, plus 45 feet dashing as an action, plus 45 feet dashing as a bonus action, and that's per turn.
So that's 135.
Yep.
6 seconds.
mm,
But you would have to spend a key point each turn to bonus action dash, so like
That is a valid
I don't know how
point,
many
and
you
Roboto
have.
only has 5 key points. I don't want to use all of
And
them on
considering
just
we've already
running.
Yeah, and considering we've already gotten into one fight, it might be good to preserve those.
Yeah, okay, on second thought, I don't think Roboto's gonna run there because honestly, as fucking hilarious as that would be, Roboto wouldn't do that.
okay. Well, again, you can ask around or you can look around a little more because now you're actually up close and personal with some of these buildings.
Yeah, after that fight, Nebula is not relaxing. He's not relaxing.
Okay.
There is
Yeah.
danger. There is danger, and he's not. He doesn't like this, but he'll probably ask around, see if anyone
Oh, come on.
knows anything of the little miss.
Come on. It's a
Yeah, Penn will
carnival.
go with him.
The atmosphere is so lively as people chatting, people already laughing. You see workers still setting up some things. There are some things going on. Some booths have opened, so shop the shopkeeper could just start selling food or their wares to the early arrivals. So yeah, it's a very festive mood right now. Everybody is smiling. Everybody's happy. They yeah, it's
Yeah, I
beautiful.
don't trust like that.
Don't trust those
Walk up to one of them. Hey, remember the doctor dude that like betrayed everybody? Do you know about his secret grandchild? Like, how's she doing?
They look at you kind of baffled, like, oh no, we don't know anything about that. I mean, yeah, we heard about what happened. It was terrible, but we don't know it about any kid. And they just kind of end it there and just kind of leave. So if you want to do perception, anybody?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely perception.
Yeah, I think we should do perception. Nice. 18 for Penn.
Ooh.
14 from
Penn can
Nebula.
roll today. That's good.
For that crit fail.
Perception.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a
nice.
+4. That's a 6.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, Roboto sees nothing.
Okay. Yes. Roboto, you just hear this and you just kind of like nod, just like, oh, well, that's fair. You know, you probably don't really suspect anything going on. It's like these are just clueless people, moseying around trying to just live their lives. But Amaranth and Nebula and Penn, you notice that these people seem to really are trying to avoid actively speaking about what had happened, and particularly anybody who might have been involved with it. And
Wouldn't that be insight
yeah,
versus perception?
Yeah, that'd be insight rather than perception, I think.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
insight.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Can I roll with insight now?
Yeah.
Cool, that's
wow.
Me
22.
too. There we go.
All right.
Give me your fucking secrets.
Okay.
Should the rest of us reroll insight or?
Yeah, I would say again. I would go on these perception rolls instead of that. What you guys notice, you know, you seem to be on the edge of a cliff or something because you see that there's a large blockade of like large concrete, blockade of like concrete, like slabs just like been put up, kind of surrounding the area. Behind that, it looks like it's a you know what a levee is.
Yes.
No.
I've heard the word before, but I don't know what it means.
It's basically a very very large mound that's supposed to surround areas to prevent like flooding, like so water builds up and it so it won't like flood an area.
Ah,
Yeah, so that is surrounding on the outside of these blockades. So you can see that there's some. You probably see that there's like a swamp, a forest behind it, but you don't actually see anything else. Okay, and then insight. Uh, rebuttal. Okay, yeah, rebuttal would definitely pick up on their hesitation. So would Pin and and Amaranth, you would, and then Nebula, you're probably a little suspicious, but you're not too sure. You're not sure if this is just because maybe they're, again, maybe these guys are just busy. Maybe they, don't have time to chat. Maybe they have a schedule they gotta keep to. So, all right, yeah. But for the most part, you guys are aware that they don't want to talk about what happened.
can we roll persuasion if they know something and they're just like hesitant about it?
I mean, you can try. But like these are just regular workers. They've probably been up here when this happened, so they were probably very late to late to the game. When all that went down. So word probably quickly spread, but they weren't there actively. To see it happen until like a while after everyone was cleaning up everything. But yeah, you
Yeah,
could
but
try.
still, if they've heard something, it's better. It's more than they. It's more
19.
than we know.
Okay, 19. All right, so. Oh, so you wanted to just directly ask somebody about?
Just sort of like whoever Penn talked to, that then he got the feeling that they were like hesitant to talk about it. He's just gonna give them like puppy dog eyes and try to convince them to talk about it more.
It's just all right. Well, you grab a random worker, you ask them the question, look at them with those big, really big watery eyes, and all right, yeah, this would do the trick. He just kind of like, well, it's like, okay, we heard a rumor, but we aren't sure, and our boss has said we shouldn't, you know, focus on such things. We should just focus on our work. But supposedly there were reports of, I guess, a kid running around without any parents. Um, they weren't really saying much about that. I mean, I didn't hear any information recently, so I assume they found her parents. But yeah, so this worker probably doesn't know too much. Um, And I would say a lot of these workers don't know a whole lot, as anybody who would try to inquire more about it might be very politely told to shut up.
Oh,
Hmm.
don't like that.
Yeah, but so I'll say, as you guys are like walking around asking questions, you find yourself kind of gravitated to a few picnic benches, and they're all empty except for one. You see two people sitting on one. There is a little black. Hang on. There's a small orange rabbit, little a rubber hose rabbit. She is frantically drawing with some crayons, and then you also see next to her is a golden furred rubber hose uh, mouse boy with wearing glasses, and he appears to be might catch you off guard, but he seems to be doing a book report. Like, why is this kid doing a homework in the middle of this fairground? That's probably what drew your attention the most. And you guys want to chat to them? See, maybe they know something.
Yeah. Definitely. Come on. Let's do it.
You guys.
I don't know who wants to be the one to talk.
I mean, if you want, you could just
Well,
walk.
one of these characters has a -1, and that's a -1 charisma, and that's Roboto. So I don't think Roboto should be the one to talk to them.
Alas, the dad does
I
not
mean,
have charisma.
Alright.
if no one else wants to, Penn will, but he doesn't really want to either.
Well, I could say though, like, if you move closer, like maybe you want to sit down and take a breather. So you pick one of the tables next to them. As you pass by, you can see this bunny. He's been drawing these pictures. They're kind of crude, like very very childish. He's drawing with crayons. They're really kind of stick figure-ish, but you do see him. He had drawn a image of, well, he was drawing the crowds, and in the background you could see he drew a very familiar looking child peeking out behind, that seems to be peeking out from behind one of the tents.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely draw Nebula's attention. So if it sounds like in character Penn does not want to, so Nebula will can be the one to
Yes,
to
absolutely.
say that. Yeah, so he'll go up and he'll he'll be like, "Have you seen that child recently?"
And the little bunny, she is scribbling a bit, and then she kind of, her ears kind of twitch, almost like she was hearing, but she was like maybe not processing. And then the young mouse next to her doesn't even look up, but he kind of elbows her and is like, hey, someone's talking to you. And then the bunny looks up, like around, like, oh, someone's talking to me. Oh, hi. And this is Pumpkin. Pumpkin the bunny.
Pumpkin.
And because they're wearing a sweater, a yellow sweater that has the word pumpkin, my name is Pumpkin, on it.
Incredible.
And
Stranger things are not a thing in this town.
coincidentally, the young mouse boy sitting next to her is wearing a shirt that says, the whole like return to. No. The bunny's wearing the whole, like, my name is Pumpkin, return to Val if found, and then the mouse next to him is wearing a shirt that says I'm Val.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
So now,
Amazing.
now you know the name.
If lost, return to Val. I'm Val.
Yes. If you inquire about that, Val would tell you that I was like, oh, I put a leash on her and she ended up eating it.
Revive, like, okay. Well, sure. I'm gonna question that. Probably a Toon thing.
Yes, you say as Pumpkin just kind of casually picks up a crayon and then he eats it like a carrot, really quickly, then jumping on it and then just swallows it whole.
Nebula is not going to question. He's just gonna say well, it's nice to meet you. Have you have you seen that child recently? He points at the drawing.
Pumpkin looks at it, looks back and looks back, kind of like they're studying it. And it's like, oh wait, oh yeah, I drew that. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna enter the art contest, so I arrived a bit late. And she's like, so I started drawing all these drawings. She holds up all the drawings. They're all very crude depictions of things that were in front of her. You might even see one of them might even have like maybe a very crude drawing of one of you guys, like maybe walking out of the screen as you're walking around, like asking people like questions. Literally drawing what was in front of her.
Oh my gosh.
When did you draw this one?
Like I was like, oh, this was like the very first one that I drew. And then this one was it's she just kind of going on this ramble, and the mouse boy next to her just kind of looks up and says, "It's like if you're looking for the kid, I think I saw her run into the fun house." And he points towards the school, which you now realize it's been shut down, but it's been temporarily repurposed. That's kind of a fun house for the younger, for younger children.
Yeah, he's going to say thank you, and he's going to head straight there.
Penn is
Yeah,
following.
gonna be like,
mouse.
I'll just like nod to the kid, just like, thanks for your trouble, and gonna just like run after.
As you run, Val's gonna lean out and be like, "You're not allowed in there. Door's locked."
That could help.
And then,
And
Wait,
Roboto
hold
like,
on. Are there windows? Are there windows?
there are, but you probably have to break them because those are also locked.
See, Nebula has misty step, so as long as he can see, he can teleport.
And
So he can get inside. I don't know about the others.
But Pumpkin is like kind of waving her arms around, just like, "But Val, you've got a key for there." And Val's just kind of like face palming, just like, "Oh my god, shut up."
Oh.
So you know that Val does have a key to this place. And
He
seems
will.
like Pumpkin's probably trying to persuade him to help you guys.
Like these two.
And he's like, "Oh
I
my."
do too.
And he looks back, he's like, "Is it really important for you to find this kid?"
Extremely.
yes.
Very
Penn is
important.
nodding.
And Pumpkin's just kind of like popping up on the other side of the table to like, so she's not sitting behind Val anymore. And just like, yeah, we're the mayor's kids. We can get you in there. And then Val again is just like, shut up. Oh my god.
I love this.
You're embarrassing. No. Yeah, these guys, they're not like middle schoolers. These guys are teenagers. So,
All right.
one of them seems to be going through the whole like "I hate the world, don't talk to me" kind of attitude.
I think Penn sounds like if the door is locked, why would she be going over there?
It's like, oh, they're like, I guess if you're small enough, you could probably sneak in. It's like, oh, Pumpkin's like, yeah, there's actually several ways you can get in too. You don't even need the key. I was like, why
my
did you even
goodness.
tell
Everybody
them that?
looks
And then the Pumpkin's like, but there's a maze and you gotta go through things to get there. I can show you. She's like grabbing all of her stuff, and Val's just like, oh my god, he's like, and he's like packing up his own work because he's like, he can't leave her alone. He's kind of chaperoning her unwittingly or
Hired older brother vibes.
yeah. And you believe these two they were both adopted at the same time.
Goodness.
Yeah. If they hadn't started packing up their stuff, Penn would have just gone. If the little miss can fit in, he probably can too.
Yeah, so poor Val feels like he was just taken in just to watch this annoying new sibling of his.
Oh.
Anyway, so they
Aw.
pack up their stuff. Pumpkin is like bouncing around you guys, all excited. And she's still got her crayons, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna just hand it off to the first person next to her. And you know what? She's gonna hand it off to Amaranth. Amaranth, you've got some new crayons. Just some crayons.
Yay!
It's a totally random item, but you've got crayons.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. And it's like kind of runs around the side of the school. There's like some, some colorful tents they've been putting up. And you probably wouldn't even have noticed that there's actually an entry around here had you not like dashed through it. Val's like, oh my god, Pumpkin, come back, and runs after her. So yeah, you guys gonna follow?
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Roboto. I don't know. Roboto and Nebula might be a bit too big.
Oh, don't worry. These doorways are pretty high.
Okay, cool.
They
Oh
gotta
wait, this
accommodate
isn't
for,
the sneaky place. Okay.
and they gotta accommodate for a variety of people. So you go in, you hear like a door being unlocked somewhere, and then you could hear like Pumpkin chattering like excitedly, Val kind of sounding very annoyed, and then they dash off ahead, and there's for a moment there is silence. You're running down like an empty hall. It's like a typical school hall. There's decorations have been put up. They haven't finished because the students were actually decorating this place, and they want to give them a break, so they'll probably come back in the morning and finish everything. But yeah, so far you guys are the only ones in the building, besides the
Mm-hmm.
two who dashed off
Already
ahead.
plus.
Okay.
Roboto doesn't trust like that. Roboto doesn't trust this building.
Can someone call out for the little miss to see if she responds?
I can guarantee right now you probably won't get a response.
Well, I mean, I know Penn won't. He can't talk, so she won't hear him. But
Yeah, I mean, Nebula will probably be calling. I think he's also running after the others, so he doesn't lose them.
Yeah.
mhm.
Right. Well, I would say that you reach the end of the hall and you enter into what would look like you run into the hall and you go up a couple stairs actually, because like this thing is almost leading in a spiral. So you go up a couple stairs. You finally come to a room where it looks like where one of the main I guess mazes are, and you can see uh you see a large door, a makeshift door rather, like in set up in front of you. You see Pumpkin there by herself, jumping up and down
Oh,
on a colored tile that apparently it looks like you need to stand on them in order to open up the set of doors in front of you. Obviously, it looks like you need more people, but you don't see Val anywhere. You do see a number uh that's been set above, and it looks like there's a number 1. You're not too sure what that means. But and then off to the side, you see a few claw machines.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody wanna?
Hey, Pumpkin. Kid. Where's your friend?
Puppet's just like hopping up and down on this tile, trying to get this door to open. It's Val, Val ran ahead. I think that's why That's why I'm
Okay,
doing this. I'm trying
cool.
to get in.
You think?
Obviously she,
What's this doing?
huh?
Roboto's just gonna like step near the tile, not on it yet because doesn't trust like that. It's just like he's trying to ask Pumpkin what is it what the tile does.
Puppet's like, oh, it's a mechanism. You need this like just like kind of hopping up and down as she's doing this. Like, it's for kids and parents, and you need uh people to stand on them and open the door.
And
And
Val managed to go through without it.
yeah, he's so mean. He left me behind. It's not fair. He's the
Wait,
parent. It's like,
hold up. Wait, how did he? Is this the only entryway?
Pumpkin's like kind of shrugs midair, just like, I don't know. It's the only one I was told of. They said they don't trust me to show me the other ones.
Cool. Okay.
Pumpkin's like, also, I think it's broken.
Robato's just gonna like gingerly also step on the tile.
Well, before that, I should note that there are those claw machines that I was talking about. Those are actually broken, so they're free.
What's in them?
Let's see. In one of them, you can see it looks like a bag of glittery confetti, a small paper box, and then two little plush toys, a fox and a deer doll.
Oh, cool.
And,
That
and
I'm
a couple of
extremely
bouncing balls.
sus.
I mean, hey,
I'm
it's free.
extremely sus.
It's free, so.
That's very suspicious, that choice of plushes. Oh my gosh.
It's broken, and you can tell it looks like somebody may have jammed some crayons into part of the mechanism. Not looking at
oh
Pumpkin.
boy.
Wow, and I wonder why they don't trust Pumpkin.
Yeah, I think Pumpkin ran out of tokens and then tried to use something else as a currency.
Oh my gosh. Hold stuff.
No. Pumpkin is pure.
Pumpkin is Pumpkin.
This child has no brain cells. I love her.
Oh no, she left her brain cell with Val, and he's not here.
Yeah, she left her brain cell with Val, and Val ran ahead somehow.
Yeah, that was probably really smart of him to do, actually. Okay,
But
so
yeah, did anything happen when Roboto also stepped on the tile?
well, it lit up like it's glowing, so it looks like you're supposed to stand on it, not jump on it. And I don't think
Good.
Pumpkin's gonna listen to you. I think she is very, very set on opening this door by just repeatedly jumping on this one tile.
If Roboto stands on it while Pumpkin is jumping, will it still count as someone standing on it?
Well, I was gonna say the roll perception, but I won't because this tile that she's jumping on, it's not actually a tile that's meant to open the door. It's just a colored tile, but it's just a regular tile. But
I see.
there
Okay.
are 4 other tiles, so like you could all stand on one. But Pumpkin is really attached to this one, and yeah, she's gonna stay there for a little bit till her legs give out.
Yeah, so Roboto just sort of nods to himself, like, okay, sure. And then go to the other tile. I think it's gonna be like, I think we need to all stand on these to open the door, which honestly I think is a very weird mechanic in a school.
The Pumpkin's like, oh, they're trying to
Very
come up with
weird.
something creative.
Yeah.
So,
Penn nods in agreement, but he will go stand on a tile.
you're all gonna
And
go.
hopefully set it off. He doesn't weigh very much.
Yeah, I was gonna say for Nebula too. Nebula weighs 20 pounds, so he doesn't know if he's enough to set it off either, but he will try.
Alright.
Amaranth stands on the tile with all 4 hooves.
Alright. So y'all.
He's
Can't
trying.
believe Roboto's the only person who weighs something.
So you're all stand on the tiles then?
Yeah, let's see what
Mhm.
death traps trigger on us.
Alright. You all stand on the tiles. They all light up. They give out a soft little tune as if, it's gonna maybe open something. And the floor drops out from beneath the 4 of you.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Hell yeah.
Yay!
And here's the scene. You all drop, probably with a startled yell, some startled yells, and then the floor closes itself back up. Pumpkin stops jumping up and down, looks down at the place where you guys are standing, looks up at the number above the door. It changes from a 1 to a 5.
Oh!
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
That's
All
what
right.
Val went.
She smiles,
Alright.
continues hopping up and down, and
Oh my
stating
god.
is like, oh, 5 down. As
Alright.
she hears some other people who probably snuck in after them, to look around, coming up behind her. Hey.
Oh, concern.
Hmm.
Concern.
Concern and fear.
Okay.
Yeah, don't like that.
How many? Yeah. Very much don't like that. Also, how many feet is that fall? Because Roboto has slow fall for 25 feet.
Well, I would say that you only dropped like maybe a foot or so, but you all landed on slides. So
Okay.
Okay.
and don't worry, they're large enough so that even the tallest of your group could slide down them fairly easily. Yeah. So it's 4 slides. They all start to kind of merge. They all merge into one really quickly, so you're all kind of in a single row. And as you go down a quick loop, you can see this slide is actually unfinished.
Boy,
Oh,
Oh,
great.
fun.
No.
It was
excellent.
it was meant to come out from the other side of the school to come down again and into the lower building where an actual maze was. So for the kids and the parents to take a quick slide down there, find their way out, and continue on their way. And but since it was unfinished, you guys are in fact shot out over the barrier.
What barrier?
There was a remember how I said there was a blockade of like concrete barrier
Oh yeah.
and then behind that was like a levee. So you
Oh,
are actually
great. So we're
launched.
in
Oh
the swamp.
boy.
You all
Oh
launched over it.
boy.
Oh my
Oh no.
god.
You all land in a
Boy.
pile of leaves though, so don't worry. Just a
Oh
bunch of leaves
jeez.
and things that just collected on the bottom on the other side.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Robato's very tense right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
Nebula's
Is Val here?
Amaranth was a little disoriented, but she's recovered now and is trying to see something about this new environment they're in. Should
Yeah,
I
can we
roll
roll
perception?
perception?
Yeah.
oh
You
yeah,
can.
perception's probably a good idea.
Yeah, Nebula's gonna stand up and be like, "This is
23.
not going well."
Yeah,
Nice.
Robato's just like,
Alright.
shit,
So
what is happening? What?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you need a
Um,
Yeah,
exclamation
you
point.
forgot the
Yeah,
exclamation.
I didn't do that for some reason.
There we go.
7.
let's see.
Passive perception? Can I do that?
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, can I
Maybe
use
It's an
maybe you
11.
probably don't
passive
need like
17?
very very high rolls to see because this is like all around you. So it's like whatever like is out here like that's like it. Okay, so I was say alright, Amaranth, you may have maybe a couple leaves like in your face. You gotta take a minute to kind of wipe it out. But for most part, everybody will see you are in a grassy landscape. It's kind of muddy, but this place is, well, in comparison to literally the other side of the wall, this place is a mess. There's just overgrown weeds, some dying trees, some old branches, a lot of trash probably.
Well, somebody definitely didn't want people to see this. Don't.
Is there any kind of Val coming through before us? Or like,
Uh,
is he here or are there footprints or anything?
uh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that with bottom 23, yes, you do see maybe a partial footprint in the mud. However, it looks like whoever was here before you may have like gone onto the grass.
Mhm.
It's like, and yeah, the footprints kind of disappear because obviously, the grass and whatever rocks are around here, they probably were walking over them. But you do see in the levee there is looks like a very old tunnel going through it. Looks like something they probably used way, way a long time ago, where that you don't need to pull carts through or horses. So yeah,
Mhm.
you have a way there, but yeah, you might need to push through some debris that's building up in there.
Yeah, Robato's just like, well, either we're going to be on a long goose chase after this Val kid and the little miss, hopefully, or we're completely in the wrong place and gee.
Well, you're gonna have to keep going and see.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
assume there's no real way to go back.
No, the walls are far too high, and the other side is probably covered in like a moss and slime, because unlike the other side, which is probably cleaned and maintained, yeah, this side, you're gonna have a very hard time trying to climb up over this thing, or even jump up over it.
Yeah. Roboto looks up and he like and he like sort of like hovers his hand over a, oddly enough, it's a butterfly looking badge that's pinned to his shirt, but then he shakes his head just and continues forward.
Alright, so is everybody else on the same page? Just move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll never
Hey,
find
Staria, is
out
this the
what's
badge I'm
ahead.
thinking about? Oh, sorry.
Probably. It probably is.
Excellent. Ray, were you saying something?
Yeah, I was saying, Amaranth was saying, in order to see what's ahead, we gotta move forward.
Mhm. And forward they go.
Alright, so, y'all go down this short hill, and through the tunnel, through the levee, and you come out the other side, and then I won't make you roll for this because that's gonna be like so many rolls you gotta do. But the other side, you see
That's
it
the name
looks
of the
like,
game, baby.
yeah. The other side, you see it looks like uh carnival rides, like abandoned carnival rides. Like looks like there might have been a carnival here at some point, or maybe somebody had set it up and just didn't take it down. But everything is run down. It looks like they've been here for a very long time. And you can see some carnival tents, like, again, very similar to the shape and the colors to the ones that you've seen on the other side of that blockade.
Don't like that.
Oh boy, abandoned circus. That's always good.
Yeah.
Out of
I've never
curiosity,
heard things good about an abandoned circus.
is there a merry-go-round?
There is. You can see it in the distance. It's kind of half sunk
Even
into the
worse.
mud, though.
Nebula's having feelings about that, but this is not South where Marigold said
Yes.
she was from.
Right. Yeah, let's yeah, that's not related to Marigold,
This
thankfully.
is not related to Marigold, no.
No.
But he is having feelings because he is reminded.
You look around.
Except this is much more creepy than
The
Marigold.
little our little horse no fod's head empty friend.
Yes.
Well, I'll say that you look around, you can hear, there's some slight wind. You can hear maybe the creaking of really old metal from the rides, and some, trees creaking. Think a couple of things like something rattling somewhere, just in the wind. Very quiet. It's very, very quiet here. And
Yeah, Nebula's on high defense.
yeah.
Roboto has not left high alert.
Yeah.
Forever high alert.
No one abandons a whole ass carnival just because something bad happened.
Yeah.
Ken is
Something
nervous.
really bad happened.
Well,
And why not fix this up to hold a festival? Something bad happened here.
Yeah, and it looks like you. I won't make a roll, but looks like maybe you remember the blockade and the levee. Looks like those are pretty new, like newer than this. Maybe somebody put it up deliberately to kind of hide the view.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
dear.
quick question.
Maybe.
This place we're in right now, was it a place we've been in the last time we've been in Fair Weather?
No, you've never seen this place before. In fact, the
Cool.
only
Okay.
places you've seen, you probably never noticed it in the last adventure, but yeah, there were these concrete blockades and levees kind of built up all over the place. It didn't seem like that much of an issue because obviously they want to keep people like from wandering off, so they'll put up their fencing, their high walls, and of course it's a place that's with a lot of water, so it goes without saying that you would have to have some sort of measures to prevent like floodings and stuff. So yeah, that was probably something you noticed, but just never really thought about. So now you see that there's
Cool.
a new meaning behind this. It's like they
So
really
that means that these blockades are older than when the crew solved the disappearance case, solved, quote unquote, the kidnapping cases.
that's correct. Everything on the
Right.
other side of those levees and walls is newer than what's behind them. And I would say if anybody wants to do a, let's see, look around a little bit more, you might be able to find some things that were probably left behind.
Cool.
Yeah,
Can I
would
roll
this be-
investigation?
Yeah, investigation, I
Yeah.
think,
Okay.
would be.
Yeah, let's do that.
9. Roboto, please. Roboto's so stressed he can't even look at shit.
Alright.
Roboto, please.
There.
Dice
Wow.
Parser, please spare us
Dice
some good
parser.
rolls.
Well, I
Am I going to have to start using my actual dice? Is this how it is?
I might have to like I don't have much luck with these dice, but I don't have my own dice, so
You probably still
Oh,
have some leaves stuck in your face. You're still trying to get it out of your mane. Just like, it's stuck in there pretty well.
Jesus. All these leaves.
I think they cling to you like glue.
Oh dear.
Oh, no. Oh, that's just a joke. Don't worry. Okay, so
Okay.
let's say with the 14 from Penn, 13 from Nebula, you look around. You can see that there are I would say in those little carnival game shops. You can see that there's some prizes still, sitting in there, probably covered in dust, but it looks like they've been wrapped up pretty well, so they aren't really falling apart. So, all right, so let me do a quick roll. Okay,
They the same
I
as the
will
ones
just go
above?
ahead, since these things are just kind of sitting out in the open, I'll just go ahead and give you that, and then you guys could just, sort it among yourselves if you want. Right.
Are these prizes the same as the one in the back there?
No, these are actually a little bit different. In fact, you could probably even say that some of these look like they may have been discontinued due to a possibility of children causing injuries to themselves.
What kind of prizes
Great.
are these?
Okay, so you found, here we are, a box of hummingbird darts. They're the same as a regular throwing dart or knife, but these never miss their targets, and they're shaped like
Ooh.
hummingbirds. They're really pretty,
Oh,
and there's
okay.
4 of them in a box. Let's see. You also find a whip that is coiled in that's coiled up with rainbow colors. A rainbow whip.
Mm-hmm.
What
It's
the
the same as
fuck?
a normal whip, so
Why was this made for children?
yeah.
What the fuck?
It looks like it might have been one of those, the racing games with the horses, So it's like, oh, horse game, horse whip. No, but no,
Oh
it's just a
boy.
regular.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, you can
Get
see
it
I
since
why.
don't
she's a
I don't
pony.
trust like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can see
She's
why.
a
Like the
pony. She
hummingbird
doesn't like that.
like the hummingbird darts are okay. I guess if you wanted to show a magic, I guess I don't fucking know.
And
But also,
until a kid throws it at their sibling.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I can see why these were discontinued.
yeah.
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 Are there any
was
more
thinking, like,
weird
choking
fucked up
hazard.
artifacts?
Oh, okay. So this one's pretty cool. You find a stuffed toy, one of those plush toys. It's a pale blue half horse with a fishtail. In other words, this is probably an interpretation of what a kelpie might have looked like. But it's just a stuffed toy. Don't worry.
Cool. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Rapato's definitely like looking at it, and he's just gonna pipe up and say, "There's a lot of kelpie-related stuff in here, in this blasted place."
And the last item you managed to find in a small box, you find a tiny music box on a chain that you can hang around your neck.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rapato would be like, "Well, does it work?"
Yes, it does work. You can open it, wind it up, wipe some dust off, wind it up a bit, and you see it gives out a soothing little tune.
I think
Yeah,
Rapato's gonna grab the hummingbird darts,
Okay.
just in case.
I'm gonna give Nebula the whip just for the aesthetic. Listen, let him have a whip.
He can have a whip as a treat.
He can have a whip as a treat.
So those
Right.
darts
I guess
don't
that
miss.
Yeah, the darts do not miss their target.
And I
There are
have
only
4
4
of
of
them.
them though, so you gotta use them sparingly.
Yeah.
Can I,
Also,
if I throw them and then like collect it?
Yeah, if you throw it and you're able to, collect it, then I would say go for it. But you should probably use these like in an emergency, especially if something is really far out of your reach. Like, I bet you really need to get someone.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
I want to say that as the music box plays, Nebula is definitely looking around to see if it summons anything.
No, it's not summoning anything. It's just a little music box.
Oh, thank
And I would
goodness.
say that yes, these last 2 items they do something. I will get into that just a little bit later.
All right.
So Penn will pick up the stuffed animal just in case they need it later and just stuff it into his hammer space.
Okay.
Can I ask how big the stuffed animal is?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, so it's not.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not a large one. I would say it's. I wouldn't say it's not. It's not that small. I would say it's medium. It's I don't know what the measurements of a medium toy is. Don't worry. Pen, you could pick it up in your arms. It might be a little long, but yeah, it's not. I would say it's not. It's not bigger than Pen. So you could easily push out my hammer space. And yeah, when you hold it, you do look like a child who just won their prize, just kind of clinging to the.
Yeah, that's why
Aw.
he's not carrying that around. That's going in hammer space.
Okay. So far that is all you see. Well, at least that's all you are able to gather. And okay, you guys want to continue on? You want to look around a little bit more, or?
I
We
think
can't go back anyway, so
Yeah, we're gonna
might as well
continue
keep
on.
looking around.
Okay.
yeah, I think I'm gonna be looking around a bit more. Can I roll investigation again?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it.
I checked Pigglorp's listing in medium as 6 inches to 1 foot for plush toys.
That's
19.
All right. With that 19, a 15.
What are we rolling?
Investigation
One.
again. Nice,
Cool.
Amaranth.
Yeah. Oh
I
That
know,
is
right?
You got those leaves out of your hair.
I finally did.
And then,
Penn is distracted by big plush. Big plush to him, anyway.
it's very soft and squishy. So yeah, maybe he's like taking out like on occasion, like kind of holding it, like oh, this is nice.
He needs to shove it into the hammer space, but his hammer space is small, and this plush is very big.
He is very
Plus, she's
his
just
hammer
hanging
space
out of
is
the
like
hammer space.
Oh my
his
god.
hammer space is like under his scarf, so he's trying to stuff it in there and it keeps popping back up and blocking his vision.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So my computer did a little. Bleh. Right. Okay.
Hit Discord, kill our DM.
Oh no, sorry. Sorry, I'm back. Did it glitch out?
Okay.
My computer did a thing. Okay. Alright,
I
sorry
think
about
we're
that.
good now.
Kinda.
Oh, can you hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. So everyone else except for Penn, who's still struggling with that putting that toy away. You see there you see there's a lot of spider webs around you actually the further you go in. Especially when you start getting close to the carousel.
We know
Great.
like that.
And with that
Wait,
spinning,
so there are more webs on the carousel, or no webs are the?
there is more on the carousel. You probably
Cool,
thought it
that
was
means there's
some mist, but no, this is spider web. Looks like I guess a bunch of spiders made their home here.
Extreme
Not
concern.
How
surprised,
large are they?
Cool.
considering.
How large are the webs?
Well, I would say it's about the same as a normal spider, but it's very, very, very thick. And
Cool.
Hmm.
Okay.
with that, I would say you also see a line of gumball machines, and one of them actually has something in it. And it's but don't worry, the top is off though, so it's just an item. It's just a little bag of candy sitting right on top of it. Anybody want to grab that?
I think Roboto is like very carefully gonna try and grab that, see what the hell is up with it.
Alright. So you're gonna go for it?
Yes.
Alright. And 1 second.
Roboto has.
I'm very
Roboto
nervous.
is
Taking
Yeah.
one for the team.
Roll me athletics.
Oh, cool! The one that Roboto isn't good at. 7.
Boy.
Okay. No.
Oh dear.
Alright, so you go to reach up to grab this little bag of candy. And then you know the plastic part of the gumball machine? Well, apparently that wasn't missing. It was just pulled down, like it's split down, and it comes up again, almost like a very familiar looking trap, and it clamps down onto your hand.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Roboto just sort of looks at it unimpressed. Just really?
It's just plastic, really. So yeah. This probably isn't gonna hurt you at all. I mean, to maybe like a normal person, it might be like like that's
Yeah,
stone.
Roboto's made out of metal, so you know.
And no, I don't think this would hurt you, but yeah, this is just an annoying trap.
Why would the trap be here?
So pull your hand out. You're just gonna
Oh my
like walk
God.
around with this gumball machine stuck to you.
Roboto will get it off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's pretty old, so the plastic would probably break pretty easily as soon as you put some more pressure on it. And you got it.
Nebula's just gonna be like, what kind of carnival is this? Was this
Definitely not a good
supposed?
one.
Yeah, like
I think maybe Roboto getting his hand stuck finally gets Penn's attention. What kind of carnival sets traps for children?
Yeah, what does?
concern, just immense concern.
Literally, I guess.
Nebula does not feel safe.
Oh, Roboto has
I
never
don't think
felt
anybody
safe
feels
ever since
safe.
he stepped on this stepped in this goddamn town.
Yeah, no, Nebula's sticking close to Roboto. Like, yeah, we need to stick together because this is a messed up place. Yeah.
Yeah, if anything happened, please do go behind me.
Definitely sticking together, just like we did last time.
Yeah, Nebula is definitely gonna stick by Roboto with his squishy 11 armor class.
Meanwhile, Roboto with a 21 in armor class.
He's got 21
What the
now?
fuck?
I knew it was 20, but it's 21 now.
Roboto got an item
insane.
but increased his armor class. Roboto
Yeah,
has
alright.
a 21 and 18 now.
Dang.
Yeah,
Holy
Nebula
shit.
is definitely sticking by Roboto.
Yeah,
That's why I
we'll
said
stick by Roboto as
resident
well.
tank.
Alright.
Man.
Well, I was saying, I was that the 21. I would also say that you can also see that there is a split path going around this carousel. Unfortunately, you won't be able to really go around like all these other objects around you. You'd be going a long way to like just to come back to this main road, which is probably the cleanest, quote unquote, clearest, path that you can see right now. So you'd
Mhm.
have to go around this thing.
So there are two ways we can go, either
There are two
in
ways.
the tunnel or this road that goes.
There's a sunken side, which has a lot more mud, and then there's the road side.
Mhm.
Penn's vote is for the roadside.
Yeah.
Are there any clues on where Var left went?
You probably saw some mud tracks back there, but it looks like whoever Val ran
You went
away.
quiet.
You're
Unless
cutting
I can
out.
hear you.
Huh?
You went quiet
You
for a
cut
bit.
out.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking you probably saw like maybe a couple mud tracks back there, but they quickly disappeared as the mud was shaken off, and so yeah, we could say that maybe Val did go this way, but you're honestly not too sure because you actually don't see any more tracks here. But
Well, if he had
I guess
gone like the muddy route, we would see footprints. So
yeah, I mean you did see like a footprint or so, but he stuck. Looks like whoever was walking stayed on the grass and rocks, so it was hard to keep track of footprints. And as soon as he got onto this path, he saw a few like mud tracks, but that was quickly went away as they continued walking. So as
Okay,
we can just
cool.
safely assume that he probably stayed on the path, or who knows, maybe he ran off somewhere else. You actually don't know at this point. He could have stayed on the grass and just gone, bypassed this whole place. Where would he go?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Hmm.
Hmm.
But I think you're all in agreement. You want to stay on this path.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay. All right. So
I think Roboto will look towards the other path, but then after seeing Penn wanting to go on the road path, he will sort of let it happen.
all right. Okay. And again, anybody have their walkie-talkie out?
Yeah, I think once they got tossed over the barrier, Nebula took it out because you want to make sure that there are have like be able to hear if there are some kelpies around.
Mm-hmm. Well, easy to start walking around this carousel. You're getting pretty close to it, and you can see it up close. It's pretty massive. Like, despite, its age and covered, and nearly completely covered in cobwebs, you hear a crackling sound coming from your walkie-talkie.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
He freezes, and he's looking around. He's like, "All right, there's something here."
Ah,
Perception?
jeez.
Perception?
Oh no.
since
What is it?
Nebula told them,
Perception?
can everyone else roll
Yeah,
as well?
you hear a crackling sound coming from the radio, and you guys are very aware
7.
of what that means.
Oh no! Are we doing perception or investigation?
You can do either or. Either or of those
All
would
right.
work because
Can I
He's
roll
got better
investigation then?
That's a crit fail.
Oh,
I'm going to roll investigation because
14.
that's her highest one.
Oh, that's
What?
a
That's
crit
another
fail.
not one.
another crit fail.
Man,
alright, so
I got a
Man.
19. You stole your guys' luck.
I guess.
Roboto got a 14 on investigation.
alright, let's see. So let's see, with the 14 investigation, you know that I would say you look around and you remember that kelpies tend to live near water, but you don't actually see a lot of water near you actually. So,
Well, there's the levee, right?
that's yes, but
And water will be on the other side of
those
that.
are meant to hold water behind it. So, like, if the place you're in flooded, the levee was supposed to hold that back.
Hmm. How far away is, because levees are usually put around like rivers or lakes or something. How
Yeah. Well,
far away is
that's true,
the
but you actually
water
don't see
from
any.
there?
You don't see any water sources. Again, I'm sure that's probably going to add to your suspicion.
Yeah.
Okay, so investigation. You see that? Yes, they blah. Kelpies. You know that kelpies live near water, but you don't see any water. And then let's see, was it Penn who rolled for?
Penn got a 19 in perception.
Let's see. I don't know how to spell levy, but yeah. Oh.
No, it's I learned about this in school. It's yeah, it's Levee.
Oh. Okay.
I have some feelings about them, but I will say nothing.
Well, I would say, I'm gonna say, with the perception and the investigation, you guys are gonna turn your attention to the carousel. See, and,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so you look at it. I guess this was obviously very suspicious. You're looking through the cobwebs and through the mist, and it looks like a typical carousel. You've got your figurines. They're dented, worn. Some of them are broken. You see a unusually large one in the back, though, standing very, very still. And you notice that
I don't think it's a state.
it's it's standing still, but with the perception, you notice that there seems to be 6 legs, and Penn, you're looking at it, and it seems to have multiple limbs. You're not sure if maybe there's something behind it. Maybe somebody made a mistake. And then it turns its head and looks at you guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
Penn's gonna try and point that out to Roboto before it gets further.
Alright. Y'all wanna roll me?
Initiative!
Is it
Yet
initiative
again.
time?
13.
Oh,
Roboto,
no,
please!
no.
That's another nat 1.
19.
Y'all are
Penn got a
taking
nat 20.
Robato's luck.
Nice. Man, we've been getting a lot of crits today, both fails and successes.
Yeah, goodness.
A love-hate relationship with Dice Parser.
Love, yeah, pretty much.
I go last.
Dice Parser does not like Ray.
Let me do
I know, right?
Dice Parser doesn't like Roboto either.
Alright.
Dice Parser's just bullying everyone in turns.
Oh no.
Okay, so let me see. So the first is Penn. Then Nebula. Sorry, I'm just writing.
Okay, so it goes after Roboto.
And then. Oh, we missed. Oh, wait. Did Roboto? Oh, Roboto. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't see.
Yeah, after Roboto.
Okay.
Roboto has got a 13.
Alright, let me just fix that. And then. Blah. Misspellings everywhere. Okay. Alright. So, now the battle started. And was it Penn you alerted to everybody?
Yeah, or at least to Roboto.
That there's Alright. And as you do that,
Wait. I was just like, please someone alert Nebula too, given and Amaranth, given that they got crit fails on their perception.
I'm sure that you guys who saw it, you like maybe frantically like wave or you say like, oh, something's in there.
Yeah,
There's something
Roboto
alive in there.
Yeah, Roboto loudly curses, just like shit.
Yeah, no, that'll definitely draw his attention.
And Roboto like also immediately draws his quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Amaranth
Okay.
takes
and
out her greatsword.
Alright, everyone's got their weapons out.
Yep.
Alright.
Well,
Yeah.
Nebula's got magic, but yes.
Alright. Well.
Yeah, same. Penn's got like his wand, I guess.
Well. Sensing now that you have been alerted to its presence, this comes out at you. Hang on, let me post it. I think I could post it here. This thing comes out at you. And upload it. Darn it.
Oh,
Oh my
God!
shit.
That looks
Oh,
terrifying.
excellent.
Oh
that's
my gosh.
terrifying.
Oh,
Spy deer.
jeez.
Huh. Yeah,
dear.
that's terrifying.
Terrifying. Thanks.
Incredibly terrifying.
Okay.
Is that the same deer that Little Miss
don't
was
think
looking
it
for?
is.
or-
No, I don't think it's the same one, no.
No,
don't
this
think
is
it
a
is.
completely different species.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, it's a
What
good
the
thing
hell?
I'm not as affected by body horror because Jesus fuck.
Yeah, that might need to be like
Yeah.
spoilered.
Oh, should I tag it as a spoiler?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
How would
Probably
I,
spoil that.
how would I doing it?
Are you
didn't
on
think about
mobile or PC?
Erase, delete the message and resend it, but spoilered.
Oh, okay, hold on. Delete the message. Oops. No, I don't want to edit. I want to delete. Okay. Give me a second.
Boy,
Yeah,
okay.
that thing's terrifying.
Okay, so you said
That's
resend
absolutely
it,
terrifying. Thanks.
So you said resend it, but
Yeah. Are you on PC or the phone?
I'm on a PC.
Okay, so there should be like a little checkbox when you upload the image underneath that says mark as spoiler. So just make sure to check that.
And if it doesn't, because Discord has like, I don't know, they changed something where when you put in a image, there's like a pencil mark and it'll be modify attachment. And then when you press that, then there'll be the check mark that says mark as spoiler.
Oh, I did.
Hey.
There it is.
There
it
we
is.
go.
Terrifying.
Terrifying. Thanks.
You're welcome. I put a lot of thought into the enemies here.
Yeah, gosh.
Where do you keep finding these? Where do you find these fuckers? Do you
lot
just
of
search up fucked up deer?
Yeah. Maybe not those words specifically, but yeah. Well,
Gosh.
I would say, all right. Well, I would say, regardless of how you feel, this thing comes shambling out at you. And,
Well,
Yeah,
it's gonna have to
concerned.
wait until 3 turns if it doesn't die
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, it's Penn's turn first, right?
yes,
Yeah.
it is. All right.
He's gonna cast Ray of Frost at this thing, which if it hits will like decrease its movement speed as well.
Okay.
I'm guessing that doesn't hit though.
No, this does not hit. This thing is
Yeah.
pretty
Well,
agile despite its awkward appearance.
at least everyone knows where it is now, because that would have shot right at it. And
Yeah.
it's like a beam of blue white light, so.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
who is next?
Yeah,
Nebula.
Nebula's. Yeah. He's gonna do Firebolt again. It's his specialty.
Okay. Give it up for Firebolt. Might be the only thing to save this.
No,
thing.
that's
Oh,
also a 7.
Ooh,
This is the
alright.
exact
Do you
same roll
want-
with the exact same result.
Yep.
You want a
It-
7 or a 7?
jumped-
Get a 7 or get a 7.
It jumped to one side, and then it to avoid one attack, and then jumped back to the same spot to avoid.
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess it's melee time. Roboto's gonna take his quarterstaff, and that's a 24.
Oh,
Does
yeah,
that
Oh,
hit?
I hope to God that hits.
Oh, let me see. Very likely, but you. Blah. Sorry, I'm trying to find my sheet. Yes, that hits.
And I might
Thank
as well
God.
also roll the hit Roboto's second attack, because fun fact, monks get 2 attacks at level 5. I'm just stupid. And does a 26 hit?
Yes. Both of
Okay,
these
so that's...
dang.
Man, Roboto, you're gonna like just completely destroy this thing.
Yeah,
Good.
and
Bo's
the
carrying the
carousel that
team.
called its home.
Nebula and Roboto carry the
26
team.
damage, motherfucker!
Yeah, you wiped it out.
Damn.
26!
You wiped it
Holy
out. You wiped it out and took off
Staria!
half of the carousel. The carousel sinks into the mud and it's gone.
Staria, that was one Staria. That was
Well, that was
oh.
2 attacks,
attacks.
technically.
Oh, that was 2 in 1? Okay. Gosh.
2 attacks.
Staria.
Fun fact, Roboto multiclassed into fighter, which gave him the dueling fighting style. So whenever he fights with a quarterstaff, he does 1d8 plus 7 damage.
Man, yeah, Shadow, you might want to increase the HP of some of these enemies. Just saying. Just saying.
I wanted to ask
Roboto
you that,
is
but I
not
didn't want to
messing
hold you guys up
around.
for very long.
Yeah, but at least let there be a couple, like a round or two.
Yeah, none of
Rather
these things
not-
have gotten to attack us yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that happens. You know, this could have gone a very different way.
Yeah, let there be like a round or two.
Okay.
Before I completely
26!
demolish them.
26!
Alright,
Gosh,
Listen,
yeah.
I think it's because of that modifier of plus 14 to damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
god.
Yeah, like Nebula is looking at Roboto like stunned, like hello? I'm sorry? He was not
Yeah.
expecting this.
2 strikes and the fucker's down. Roboto's very stressed out.
He is
Yeah,
not letting
sure.
anything happen to anyone here.
Definitely not.
No. Alright.
And he is succeeding.
Yeah. Well, after that amazing display, I would say you guys are probably just gonna continue walking down the path like maybe nothing happened. Like,
No, not like nothing happened. Not like
Definitely
nothing
no,
happened.
right?
Like, we'll
nothing
continue
happened.
walking.
Something did happen.
it's like okay,
Penn
well.
is
You wanna
on
talk
high
about-
alert.
You can talk about
Roboto-
that, or
Roboto still has his quarterstaff out, just like, if there's anything that comes out, please stay behind me.
Nebula nods silently, cause yeah, he's a skeleton, but he's a squishy. He is, yeah, he's gonna stay behind. God,
I don't know
Also
what
nodding,
class.
like-
I don't know what class Amaranth is, but we have a bunch of squishy spellcaster here.
Yeah.
She's a bard and fighter.
Bard and fighter. Okay, also slightly squishy.
yeah.
Oh, she's also level 3. Yeah, they're all
Mhm.
squishy. Cool. Stay behind them, please.
No arguments here.
Well, it's as you walk on, you pass some more some more rides, some more trees. It doesn't look like anything's coming out to you yet, but yeah, it's best to be on a high alert. And then you pass through the path through a small grove of trees, and then you come out to a town. You see what looks like a town in front of you.
Is it abandoned too?
At first it looks like that. If you want to roll perception,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, roll
Definitely perception.
perception or investigation or
Oh yeah,
either one of
investigation
those
if I
would
can.
work. I'd
yeah, I
probably
will
give you
go
the
with a
same
higher
description.
modifier.
I'd probably give you all the same description because
23.
oh right, yeah. Okay.
Me too.
That's 20.
Dang. Oh my.
Finally.
Okay. Let's see. And for Penn and Nebula, you see this town, and yeah, for a second it does look like it might be abandoned. It looks pretty run down, even through the mist, you could tell, things have been boarded up. Looks like, weeds are overgrowing. But for Roboto and Amaranth, you see that despite, the way it looks, there seems to be life here. And you can tell because a lot of the doorways and windows, they seem to have been barricaded. And it looks
Well,
Oh,
fairly
I
okay.
don't
recent.
like
It
that.
looks fairly recent. You could see like where things have maybe been dragged through the mud pretty recently, and pushed up
Oh my
against the
god.
door.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Cool,
Oh
cool,
dear.
cool. Roboto's just like,
You might,
well, there's definitely people here, but
you,
these
Are
people
they
seem to be hiding from something.
I
are they
agree with
keeping
that.
kelpies trapped in these houses?
oh no, they're not trapped. It looks like the barricades have been made from like the inside. Like some
Okay, so
people have,
from the inside.
yeah, they barricaded so they could to protect themselves on the inside.
They're keeping the kelpies out instead of
Yeah.
in.
Or keep something out.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, and yeah, you can
Um,
probably even see like a few flickering street lights. Maybe convenience store may have some lights still on, even though it's obviously locked. And yeah, things yeah, wood and planks and things been pushed up against the windows, so yeah, nothing can get in. And you do see a large, further down, you do see a large building, and it has some lights flickering on it. But with the 23 and the 22, you can see that there does seem to be somebody sitting outside of this building.
Okay, fair.
Ooh.
Yeah,
To
Okay.
continue.
right. You continue on until you get to this building, walking past all
Yeah,
the
sure.
walking past all these houses. I would say that's also very silent, kind of like similar to like what you first encounter when you first arrived on your adventure. How the town
Yeah,
was just
concerned.
Cool.
just silent.
Mm.
And
Concerned.
even here, you
That's
That's
great.
never a
see
good sign.
Here.
on the post, you even see some really old missing posters, and then
Oh
Okay.
great.
Boy.
some.
Is this anything near what we've seen
Um,
when we were here for the first time?
some you do recognize. Some look even older, like much
Man.
older, and
Oh
some
boy.
even look fairly new. Maybe they were just put up a couple days ago. Didn't seem like
Man.
anyone took
Who's
care of them.
coming out here? Who's coming out here to put up missing posters?
Probably the
Who's
people who are
living in this town that's behind a barricade?
Why
I
Like,
are
guess
people missing again?
I guess you'll see if you want to talk to this
why
person.
why are there
Bef-
two towns?
before
Yeah.
we talk, do we want to take a break?
Yes, we should.
It's
Yeah,
been 2 hours.
probably
Sorry,
take a break.
we should. All right, everyone.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
take a 15-minute break.
All right.
Cool. BRB.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Man.
Right. Okay. Oh, and I think we are back. All right. Sweet.
Time to talk to person.
All right. So as I
You
was
can figure
saying,
out
okay, so
what it
you find this
is.
town and you find there's somebody sitting outside of a building that doesn't look like it's been completely boarded up yet. Looks like they may be in the process of it. But whoever's out here looks like they're just resting on the stone stairs leading up to this building. So y'all gonna talk
Are
to
their
them?
back turned to us?
No, they're facing the street, so it's like they would see you coming, but they're not gonna get up and acknowledge you. It looks like they're just doing their own thing. So they might lift a brow to see you there, but just like whatever. I mean, but if you start a conversation, they probably will talk to you.
Look like a young person, teenager, kid,
Uh,
adult.
it's a teenager. See, as you get closer to this building, you see some lettering on the side of this building, and this is an orphanage.
Oh, all right.
Cool.
Yeah. And
So Roboto just gonna be like, hey, kid, got any clue what's happening here?
this kid, it's a teenage girl. I'd say she's a Frankenelli sheep or a ram, I guess.
Mhm.
And you see, she's holding a bag that's very familiar. You know, you've seen a certain golden furred mouse carrying this bag.
Oh
Oh.
dear.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. All right.
Yes. And she looks at you. She's got kind of, you can just tell, she's kind of got this haughty, just like, huh. It's like, really, you gotta ask that? Isn't it obvious? It's like, we're
Yeah,
boarding up for
people
the
are
night.
missing. People are missing and boarding out their houses, but something else is clearly happening. Also, uh, nice bag you got there, kid.
She's like, oh, that ain't mine. It's Val's. And she kind of like lazily tosses it to you. It's like, if you want it, you can have it.
All right.
Why did you take it from him?
I was like, oh, he tossed it aside when he came up the steps, and then just went inside. I can't blame him though. He's always been kind of miserable. Like, anyone want to inquire about that? You know, Val's here.
Roboto's
Val
definitely
is
gonna inquire
okay.
that.
Terrible.
And Roboto's also gonna be fucking rolling insight on that. That's a 26. Tell me your fucking secrets. Robato's asking, well, what do you mean by miserable?
And she shrugs. This person, you can see she's wearing like a similar sweater. It's got like a name, like her, sort of quote unquote name tag. So her name is Nicole. That's all you need to know. So Nicole just shrugs, just like, well, that's how it's always been out here, you know. She kind of like gestures around to the town. And is like, and you talk about missing people. You know, that's a common thing out here. It's like, yeah, I'm sure just looking at you guys and those VIPs that you are wearing so proudly. Uh, yes, this is the other side of Fair Weather. This is the place where they put all the stuff that they don't want, you know, tourists to see. You know, junkyards, orphanages, you know, all the unsightly kind of things.
Figured as such.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Nebula is not pleased.
I knew
Amaranth's
something
kind of
about this.
sad.
This town stinks.
Nicole laughed. It's just like, yeah. Farrah has always been two-faced. Like the only time us orphans probably get a break is probably when the mayor is running for a re-office. He does the whole takes in the kids, you know, and does the oh look at me, I took in these little orphans who have nowhere else to go. Vote me in, I'm a good person. And yeah, as soon as he gets voted in, he pretty much returns them here or ships them off to some boarding school on the other side of Inkwell. We never see those guys again.
Yeah,
Oh
Nebula
my
is
god.
Nebula is furious. He is fuming. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Roboto's also like getting like it's not really visible because the only like sign of Roboto's emotions are like his his eyes. Where he has like he has like top and bottom eyelid which are like adjust depending on his mood. So it's not a lot of indication, but he is getting slightly more and more and more angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Nebula,
Yeah.
meanwhile, is just
Yeah.
like, you what?
Amaranth's like horrified and disgusted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's more. There's so much more. Yeah, apparently, see, well, many years ago, see, the reason why Val came here is because chances are he's probably gonna be shipped back here, and if after the festival's done, because you know the mayor's likely to be sworn in again or whatever. So And the thing is, Val got actually taken in by him many years ago already and returned. I guess the mayor didn't recognize him when they came to line us up, and he picked out the ones he thought would probably gain him the most sympathy points.
Has no one
Mhm.
Oh
else
my
noticed this?
god.
Has no one else noticed this?
Oh, he always
How
comes up
long has this been happening?
this is generations.
It's
It's
it
No
it
one
looks
has noticed this?
well,
it looks less like no one noticed and more people are turning a intentional blind eye just to appease the tourists.
yeah, that's very very possible. Of course, he always comes up with this story about how oh, I found the parents and I've decided to return them, uh, or oh, I've decided to, somebody else just took interest in adopting them, so I sent them off to be with their new family, or again, they were having issues, so I sent them to a boarding school to specialize in some sort of behavior correctional thing. But no,
Terrible.
they're usually sent back here.
Nebula is furious.
Looks like we have another target,
his
boys.
his eyelids have disappeared. His eyes are completely black.
Fun.
Yeah.
Cocking my gun. Let's go after the mayor.
Roboto just sort of like offhand says just like, if we see that bastard, someone's gonna have to hold me up in order not to punch him.
But, and Nicole hears you and just kind of like, anyone who's tried to do that usually got kicked out over here. Yeah. I guess political rivals, people who've maybe voiced out concerns that they're not supposed to. Usually, they're pretty much sent to live over here. And for the most part, nobody does that anymore. We're more like the
Say,
descendants of the ones who did that in the beginning, you could say.
say, kid.
Hmm?
Um, did this mayor ever get voted off of off office?
Voted out of
Did
office?
yeah?
Nope.
Did he did? Amazing. Okay.
Nope. And I'm pretty sure any of his other relatives will probably end up going into office because it's always been that way. And yeah, they'll pick up some kids here. We'll live the high life for a couple weeks, and then shipped off to somewhere we don't know where, or sent back here. And it, Nicole's just telling this freely, like, this is information that people aren't really supposed to know. But you can tell
Mhm.
the way she is. She does not care.
Yeah, no, understandably.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like kind of she like hears your figures like what you're thinking, and is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be turning I'll be becoming an adult pretty soon, so they'll be kicking me out of here, so I really don't care anymore. It's like, not like the mayor's gonna, like, what's the mayor gonna do? Come over here and tell me I'm banished to go live in the place I'm already in?
Is there a way you can get out of Fair Weather? Like, I'm fairly certain, but
It's like, oh, you mean
there
like
are other places in Anquil that will probably be more accepting.
from this side? Really? You think there's a way out from this side? And she just kind of turns and points. It's like, oh, there was an old bridge. There was an irrigation dam over there. There was a bridge that led over this thin strip of water to the mainland, but nobody's been over there in a very long time. People tend to go missing over there.
Hmm.
Oh.
Right?
Oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with the Kelpies, the Spideers, the Galluses. Yeah, those things run amok around here, but we've learned to, keep them out. Yeah, we barricade ourselves, especially around this time.
Oh, and kid, have you
Around this
seen?
time? Like,
Oh boy.
why is around this time more important to barricade yourself? I think Penn's asking that.
And she turns and she points off to the distance, and you could probably see some lights from the carnival. Maybe some balloons going up. And it's like, because of that, are you not aware? Loud noise seems to aggravate these things. I mean, for the most part, a loud sound would probably scare off, these things running around here. She points up to like these broadcast speakers that have been put up all over the place. I was like, yeah, like something like a foghorn or even like a sound of a firework. Enough to, keep them out of the town if you just blast it off every once in a while. But too much noise and that fight or flight reflex becomes the fight reflex. So they actually start getting very aggressive when there's a lot of noise. And the thing about around this time is they like to shoot off fireworks during the time of these carnivals. So, yeah, we are trying to barricade ourselves before that happens. Because chances are those things are probably just start running through town and tearing up the place again. As usual. Just
I
kind of like
see.
drugs.
Oh,
That's why it's
dear.
so run down.
They're like, yeah, it's not like we can get anybody out here to fix up anything anyway. Like, by the way, speaking of noise, she like reaches pocket like, Val, told me he wanted me to give you this. And she's gonna toss you a dog whistle.
Mm-hmm. Roboto's gonna catch it in his hand.
He's like, I'm
And
good.
then realize he doesn't have a mouth, so he's gonna hand it to someone else.
Whoever else wants it.
I mean, Penn also doesn't have a mouth, so like someone else.
Either Amaranth or Nebula.
Either
It
one
should
of
be
you.
Amaranth.
As long as you got one.
Okay, I'll
I
take it.
think Val was
Yeah, Roboto hands it over.
Val seemed pretty bummed out and said he was sorry for pulling you into this. And he just wanted to give you that. And I'm sure he just went to his room and to mope like he usually does.
Say, we're looking for also another person. Have you seen a little kid? And he will describe the little miss.
Like, oh, she's thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I heard some of the younger kids talking about. Um, like she's thinking harder. It's like, where did I hear? Oh, yeah. I guess we found some old newspaper clippings that came from the other side. Apparently talked about sightings of a kid. I guess she tried to approach the playground. I guess they thought she was aggressive and chased her off.
What the
I don't know if
fuck?
it's the same. I don't know if it's the same kid, but chances
Jeez,
are
very
if
like it might be.
chances are if they chased her off, probably the only safe place she could go to, if she's not welcome over there, would probably be over here.
So it's that way over near that bridge or back where that tunnel is.
Well, there's plenty of like, I guess little holes or somehow. I mean, somehow there must be a hole or something somewhere. I mean, because Kelpie got out from here and wandered into the main central of Faire Weather. I mean, I'm sure you heard about that, right?
We are well aware.
Yeah.
Very aware.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy. These things are, and apparently, doctor over there was making them. I mean, it makes sense considering people have been going missing around here for ages, and then suddenly the population of the Kelpie seemed to explode.
Yeah, the doctor is hopefully dead.
I was like, oh yeah, I heard about
Really?
that too. I honestly don't care about anybody on the other side, so yeah, whatever. Anything else
got
you want to
some
ask? Any other
empathy
questions? Or are you
problem,
just trying to
kid.
keep?
Sure got some empathy problem, kid. And he mostly says it to himself, and probably not loud enough so she hears him, just the others.
What? What did Roboto say?
Roboto said, he said, you sure got some empathy problems there, kid. but he said it in a way that she can't hear him, only the others. So it's
Honestly, it's probably the same way for the majority of people on this side. I mean, why would you care
Can't
about
blame
people
them.
who clearly don't care about you? They trapped you on this other side of the town full of monsters that they are very much aware of, that they know that you're gonna have to deal with.
point taken.
And I told you, Fair Weather is two-faced.
Man.
It's always been that way.
So
Man.
they know about the monster.
Well, at least the people in charge. You know, the mayor, councilmen, policemen, people of
I'm going to
authority.
fight that mayor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long has the mayor been alive?
Oh, he's alive. He's off doing mayor things. And also, yeah, probably looking for Pumpkin and Val right now. I mean, he's starting
No,
to
like, how
visit
old is
people.
he?
Yeah, how old is the mayor?
Oh, he's I'd say he's getting into his grandfather age right now. I mean, he's still, he's adopting 16, 17-year-olds. So like he doesn't have like little kids to have to deal with.
What's the grandfather age?
Yeah. I think he's about like maybe 40s to 50s. But yeah, he's not here right now.
Cool, Roboto's older than him.
Well, maybe someday you'll get to meet him. Anyway.
And then we'll kick his ass.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hoping so.
Yeah, we're gonna fight him.
You need to fight a lot of people, because there's a lot of people who's gonna defend him.
Oh boy.
Bring it the fuck on.
I mean, we have
Do they
VIP
know this is
badges.
happening?
We can just lie and say, "Oh, we want to thank the mayor for inviting us back as VIPs," and then really, we just need Roboto to have 1 round to hit this dude, probably.
Just wail on him.
Mhm.
Cole would totally love to be there, just watching with some popcorn. Well, anyway, so you've gathered that yes, this is Faire Weather. It's a part of it, and this is where they send people that that they don't seem unsightly, for their lovely, clean tourist town. And
I have an out of character question to clear things up a bit.
Yeah.
So when we first came here and we saw all the missing people, those were from the main town, the touristy town, right?
Yes, that is correct.
So there were people missing from the main place and also from the quote unquote secluded, isolated place.
Yes. That's a common
Okay.
occurrence.
And did the disappearances stop in the main place but continue in the secluded place?
Oh yeah, for sure. They probably
Okay.
didn't even know about what was going on in the main, central Faire Weather until like a little while after it happened. It's been like, oh hey, check it out! Like these guys went into a panic because some kelpies wandered in. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, this has been happening for us for like a whole time.
Yep, that's like I said. They know how to They figured out how to like protect themselves from it. They know that they don't like sound, stay away from water, use the mirrors. All those tricks. The walkie-talkies. They have all that. You probably even see she's got like on her belt a hand walkie-talkie and like maybe a hand mirror hanging from there.
Very smart, probably.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, they're very hoity people. Oh, hold on.
Yep. Shadow, you cut out again.
Sorry. My thing did
Alright.
that glitch again. That they're very hoity people. They learned how to survive.
Yeah.
Well, then now you guys know where to go.
Yep.
If you want to keep following the steps and leave Nicole to her own devices.
Yeah, I think I think if Val isn't in like too much deep shit, well, it's just gonna like let him mope, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably the best. He's shut up in his room. I mean, for like other reasons as well. That Nicole hasn't like mentioned yet. Probably doesn't even know about as of now.
Hmm.
Alright, so you're gonna keep
Is
following
it
the
about
road?
pumpkin?
Pumpkin?
Is it about pumpkin? Yeah.
I think it's about both Pumpkin himself and the situation that he was put in.
Hmm.
Mm, I mean, I probably didn't mention this earlier, which I probably should have, but remember Pumpkin? She seemed pretty excited about, being the mayor's adopted child, but Val did not. He looked pretty
Oh boy.
miserable.
Mm,
He looked really miserable.
yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh
I
boy.
mean, maybe it was because, he got taken in once and then was pretty much abandoned again, and then knowing that he was going to be abandoned a second time by the same person.
Yeah.
But,
Mm.
well,
So we might have to adopt 2 children now.
Yeah.
We got 3 children now. We
That-
got the whole building.
Collective
we got the
adoption.
whole building.
We just
You
need
wrap-
one more, and then we'll have one for each of us.
you wrap a
Oh my
rope around the
goodness.
orphanage and just drag it along with you.
Adopt the entire orphanage.
This is mine now. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So you're gonna continue the trail. Oh, we gotta speed this up. All right.
Didn't you mention it
Oh,
might
yeah,
take
we'll
2 games
continue
anyway?
walking.
Yeah. Right. So you keep walking down the trail, and let's see. Nebula, you still got your radio out, right?
Yep.
Right. You hear a crackle again as you're getting further away from
Yeah.
the town.
Immediate high alert again.
Yes, but this time this is different. You see a deer, a really disheveled and weak-looking deer, kind of come out from the foliage in front of you, and
Yes.
it's holding in its mouth a very familiar-looking doll made out of
God.
like grass and reeds. It's holding it by the
Oh
ribbon that's keeping it together. And
boy.
it's wearing a collar, but most of the bells have been pulled off. The whatever's left on there have been packed with mud, so it doesn't make any of the jingling sound.
Oh
I'm
boy.
Is
sitting here.
I'm just sitting here, man.
Yeah, man.
It looks at you,
That
and
is little Mrs. Friend.
It seems right. Yeah.
this is Tawny.
That's yeah.
It does not look good. It looks like, if you ever seen a really sick deer or sick animal, how disheveled and thin they are. Yeah.
no.
So it looks
I
really
still
weak.
don't trust it.
And it's not gonna attack you. It's obviously in no shape to do that. It's not. It comes out like it obviously wanted to itself to be seen first before you like jump to conclusions. It's just gives
Yeah.
you each a look, and then it's just gonna turn, kind of walk back to the foliage, but it's gonna stop and look back at you, like it wants you
Oh,
to
we are
follow
being
it.
led. We are being led.
Yeah,
Being
you're being
led
led.
Okay.
indeed.
Oh boy.
So
I think
it's
Robato's gonna
thought-
hesitate for a bit, but then turn to the others and just be like, "Well, once again, if anything happens, go behind me."
yeah.
Nebula nods and will follow.
All right.
Mhm.
So
Amarath also nods.
He is looking around for any kind of traps.
there are no traps. It is just you and the Kelpie and the forest. Okay. So you
Yeah,
follow it.
Roboto, go follow.
Mhm.
So it takes you on I wouldn't say it's a set path. It's just going like it knows where it's going, but it's going like through bushes, through reeds, through small puddles, things, like again off trail, and then it leads you out to a mist-covered field, and full of grass and lavender. Really strong smelling lavender.
Mm-hmm.
So it casually walks you through it, again, kind of moving around almost in a zigzag line. And then it comes up to two large trees and full of like dead leaves and things that have been like falling over the ground. It's stepping over, and then suddenly it seems to dip down into the ground, and it goes down and it disappears. And when you come up to the spot, you see that this is a large pool of water that just had so much, foliage fall over it that it looked like it was part of the ground.
Hmm.
It's,
How
Hmm.
big is this hole?
it's pretty big. I mean, it's decent sized.
Can
Look.
Penn pull out the mirror and use it to check for kelpies?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Penn pulls
So
out the mirror from
here's
last game from his hammer space, and he's gonna look and see, like,
Well, I was probably just gonna allow you to do this, but yeah, okay, you use the mirror. Yeah, you don't see anything in the water, but are you gonna look towards the field?
yes.
You look to the field, and you see now, like on the other side, you see that this field had a lot of mounds in it, like little just mounds of like dirt. But then you see a pair of eyes kind of from these uh blink from these mounds. And
Oh,
if you look closer, you see that the grass covering them looks very familiar to a enemy that you first encountered on the boat.
Oh boy.
Oh,
oh
great.
cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I was
Oh.
figuring those zigzags was leading us on a safe path.
Yes, it
Oh
was
boy.
zigzagging, taking you around these things.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Penn's gonna relay that to the others, that, like, those
Yeah.
things are in the field.
cool.
Yeah.
So we don't
oh
go
God!
anywhere
Oh my God!
without its guidance. Okay. And
It's
I
also,
think
what is that?
What?
What'd you say?
I said as Roboto, but like, oh, I guess we're not going anywhere without its guidance.
No, that's probably not a good
Absolutely
idea.
not.
So, are
And
you gonna follow the Kelpie? Or, oh, I think I
here's
cut
what
out.
I'm thinking. I think out of everyone here, Roboto's the only one who doesn't need to breathe.
No, Nebula
Um.
does not need to breathe either.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Amaranth needs to breathe.
Well,
Yeah, Penn needs to breathe.
I'd say if you guys just want to take a deep breath and then just go in for it, that's also acceptable.
Okay.
Nebula can check things out too. Just see how deep the water goes, if they'll be able to hold their breaths for long enough.
Don't worry, guys. I
That's
won't
a good
do that
idea.
to you. Just
Yeah, but for like roleplay
yeah.
wise, like that's
Mhm.
probably what they do. Just make
Well,
sure it's safe for the others before they come through.
Yeah,
that
so is
it
Roboto.
led you to
Roboto's
safety.
doing the same thing.
Well, it led you, on a safe path, and it obviously has something that belonged to the little miss, and it was trying to take you somewhere. So you can only
Well,
guess.
we're following it. We're just
Yeah.
making sure for the others that can breathe, that
Yeah.
need to breathe.
Yeah.
All right.
Making sure that they don't go in there and immediately drown.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This thing doesn't. I don't think this thing needs to breathe. It might not realize that they need to breathe too. So they're just making sure it's safe.
Well,
That's adorable.
if you go in a place that seems like it's too dangerous, it's probably a good hiding spot, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, we're following
Okay.
Mhm.
yep.
overall.
It's
It's
just
just
that,
that's how we're following.
yeah, Penn and Roboto are, no, Nebula and Roboto are going first to make sure that Penn and Amaranth will be able to breathe, and then they're saying, like, okay, it's fine, come follow, or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
Amaranth's gonna take a deep breath.
and bloop. All right. So I'd say that you all go kind of single file, and yes, you step in. It's pretty cold. You're all gonna get wet, unfortunately. So you might have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
so
That's fine.
So you go in. It's very murky. It's very, very dark, and it's very quiet. You might hear some like bubbles every once in a while, but you just keep going down and down and down, and then suddenly, plop! You suddenly you're falling through the air, and you land on a bunch of like sticks, leaves, and mud, and some other stuff that have sunk to the bottom.
What the hell?
Yeah. And you look up
What
and
the
you
heck?
see the water above you. This is
Nebula's
a
just
What
like,
is
this might as well just happen.
this is a kelpie lair, and they've used their magic to keep the water, suspended above their the entrance of their layers. So water gathers up there, and it forms into like a pond or a very deep puddle, which they can, come in and out of as they please. So, yep, you're in a kelpie lair. And the kelpie itself seems to be, standing at the edge of the tunnel, waiting for you guys patiently.
Oh.
All right, you can keep following it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Hasn't
gone this
betrayed
far.
us yet.
It turns
Knock on wood.
kind of limps its way down the tunnel. This tunnel's very, very old. I'd say it's almost ancient. It looks like it's been carved. Some of it's been carved out naturally by, you think, like maybe some underground rivers that might have been down here. Then as you go further along, and I was like, you guys pull out a light source because it's also pretty
Amaranth
dark.
has the flashlight,
Very.
so she's
Yeah.
gonna pull that out.
All right, so yeah, you can see all this, and then you get to you exit the tunnel, and now you're in a much bigger one, but this one looks man-made. This is like concrete. You can tell that machines have made this. And
Is this the same path as before?
oh, actually, this is what yes. Remember how I said that there was a bridge over here and an irrigation dam?
Mhm.
This tunnel was the where the water would come in, and gather at the dam to be dispersed throughout the fields here. Obviously, it hasn't been used in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Are there other kelpies?
No, you don't see any other kelpies here. It is just you and this one kelpie, and a collection of blankets and pictures that have been piled up in a small corner.
Hmm.
Nebula is going to call out for Little Miss.
All right, and you call out, and your voice echoes really eerily around the tunnel, and it's silent for a moment, and then you hear kind of a jingling sound, sound of bells moving closer to you. Only it seems a bit off, like there's a pause between each sound. And this is kind of a callback, but do you guys remember when I asked you if you wanted bracelets or anklets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, back
Mhm.
then I was asking you what you preferred, arms or legs.
Hey, what? Hey, what?
So, and you remember when the little miss fell into that trap? I never specified
Yeah.
what part of her had gotten caught in that trap.
Dear. Oh.
You?
It was her
Hey,
leg,
what?
wasn't it?
And you
Oh
No.
my
see a
god!
disheveled, little miss coming out from that. She still wearing her little hoodie, which is a lot more rattier now. And
Oh.
the reason why her uh her gait is so off is because she's holding a staff, and you see she is leaning heavily on it, and she's uh, missing her right leg.
Yeah,
No.
Oh
Nebula
no.
is immediately running up to hug
No.
her. Just saying,
Yeah.
he's immediately running up
Roboto,
to hug her.
Roboto
will
as well.
hug.
He's immediately like rushing toward, just like, oh no, he like muttering like, oh no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
already crying.
He will hug. He will hug.
Yeah, Roboto's definitely like now both hugging and also trying to be like trying to support little Miss so she doesn't like have to lean on the staff because he's missing her leg.
No.
Penn is also going over, but he's like not running. He doesn't want to overwhelm her with like everyone at once.
That's valid. Oh man.
Oh, hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second, I'll be right back. Oh.
Gosh, what a thing to leave us on.
Okay. Well,
everyone in the gallery is shouting, I see. Yeah, understandably.
well, at least I'm gonna say at least
but-
she's alive.
Sorry about that.
He is
we can
alive. He is alive.
And we can get her a
Glad to be okay.
prosthetic.
Yes.
But also, what the fuck?
I told you guys are probably gonna hate me by the end of this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shadow,
no.
please.
She got away from there
Please.
with her life, but unfortunately she did not escape from that place unscathed.
Shadow isn't a child!
Shadow, please.
Like, I figured she'd be hurt, but the leg is just whole ass gone? Oh no.
Well, that was a very large bear trap that clamped down on her.
Yeah.
And as you know, you need a key to unlock that thing. It was a
She
choice
just
to
tore
Okay,
put
herself
that
out.
or leave it on there.
Okay, well, Roboto's gonna, with permission, Roboto's gonna pick up this child and not put her down because child obtained and also, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah.
Mood. Yes. Alright. And so you pick her up, and she doesn't seem to respond right away. It seems like she might be a little out of it, like exhausted.
Concerned.
And then you kind of feel her trying to like wrap her arms around you. She realizes that like, oh, this is a friend. And you just hear her in her tiniest, weakest little voice just say, I'm glad I found you again.
Are you alright?
We're here now.
Are you okay? We're here.
And she
We'll be alright.
looks at her leg and she's just like, I got hurt.
Gosh.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Because
but I couldn't help you.
she just kind of weakly points off to Tawny, who's standing by, and like, it's okay. Tawny got it off for me.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm crying already.
I'm sure you all understand the implications of what that means.
Yeah. Yeah, concern. Concern. I mean, at least she didn't bleed out from that, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, man.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that when you picked her up, you probably felt a sticky substance on her.
Okay.
And all around her leg, there's a red sticky substance that's been like wrapped around the stump. Or it's like rather to say coated into it, or coated around it.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
like
at
the
least
healing
that's
potion?
one way to
Would
stop the
that help?
bleeding.
Yeah. Okay, alright.
But also, we gotta
Alright.
get that kid to a proper healer cleric.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
later artificer, because we're getting that kid a prosthetic.
Yes.
Mm.
Remember how I said I was inspired by Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah.
God.
Gosh.
Shadow, I'm going
no.
to throttle you.
Yeah, I figured that would happen.
This child has been through too much.
Yeah,
Technically, Nebula does
kid.
have the healer feat, but I don't know if that would include stuff like this.
I don't think so.
Well,
Probably not.
Yeah, because it's already probably healed over somewhat.
Yeah.
It's been a couple months. I mean,
Yeah, this wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to help with that.
yeah,
Man,
not.
Oh.
I'm just sitting here.
Mhm.
Shadow.
I know. I'm sorry. Well,
Well, at least we have
Are
her now.
you?
I am very relieved that we have her now.
Yeah, we have her now,
Yeah,
and I'm not putting Robato's not putting her down.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Mhm.
Like, if anybody wants this kid, they're gonna have to fight him. And you
Yeah.
know Robato's damage output.
yeah. While you're all sitting there, like, reunited, maybe shedding some tears, Tawny has gone up to, let's see, who would be closer to Tawny? Or rather, who is it? I think it's going up to Amaranth. And, Amaranth, do you remember where you put your, pin? Your VIP pin?
it's on her belt.
Well, uh, it's trying to nip at it for some reason. Like, it's trying to pull it off.
Oh jeez, what?
What's
Boy,
in it?
I am concerned.
Remember,
I
You're
am
tracking the
it's
concerned.
a slight enchantment, so it can't be pulled off or fall off or accidentally get ripped off, like when you're, running around. You can only the user can pull it off, or remove it with the article of clothing.
do the other know this is happening?
Yeah,
I'm
should we
sure
make a perception check?
if you want to. I mean, it's very out in the open. I mean, the Kelpie just walked. This freaking deer walked right up to her and is just like biting at her belt now.
I'm gonna roll one anyway because he's focused on
Yeah, so is
little miss
Roboto,
right
to be
now.
honest.
That's a
Yeah.
9. I don't think he notices.
Oh, let's see.
That's a dirty 20,
Wrong
so Roboto
channel.
does.
That's the
And-
wrong channel I was in.
Oh, no, that's fine.
And
I would say Penn might notice without needing to roll. He's
I think
Should I roll too?
I mean, it's your
you
belt.
don't
I
need
would
to
hope you would
because it's your
notice.
belt.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I think saying that Roboto will like sort of take off the pin and just like, let's deal with this thing.
Yeah, Penn wants to investigate his pin as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Nebula
gonna
has
roll
been
to investigate.
notified.
Well, I could say now that you're all like
Amaranth
taking
will
interest.
take off the pin too.
If you're all taking interest, it's the Kelpies now and all kind of frantically more trying to pull off these pins. Like for some reason, like it's getting desperate. Like
Yeah,
What do I get
Nebula's
with
gonna
a
do that.
7? What do I
Can
get with
I-
a 17 to investigation?
Okay, yes. And you can see this Kelpie is getting a little. It almost seems like it's trying to hold itself back, trying to keep itself from being too aggressive. While it's trying
Can
to.
I make an Arcana check on them?
Yeah.
On the pins?
I got a 17 to investigate
Alright.
the pin. What do I get?
And I got
Yeah.
Arcana. 15 Arcana.
I got a
for
15 for that.
Well, you see the pin, but if you had gone back and collected some things in the claw machine, you probably would have picked up an item that would allow you to detect magic.
Well, Nebula has the
Arcana.
Arcana. He has the detect magic spell.
Okay. Well, you see that yes, there is some faint magic coming out of these pins, and it doesn't look like it's good magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that little fucker's getting crushed in Roboto's hand now.
yeah.
Well, as
Nebula doesn't have strength, so he'll hand his pin to Robotos to get it crushed too.
I'll do the same.
Alright, well, as you're all talking about, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna crush this guy. You hear a sound behind you, and it sounds like a lot of things are coming up behind you now.
Oh no, is the
Probably
pack here?
attracted- Probably been
Is the
following
pack
you for a
here?
while, and huh?
Is the pack here?
Addition to the pack, I would also say there's a lot of other kelpies now, and spiders,
Oh, no.
and probably a lot of other animals that have been following you, and like from a great distance, and being attracted to those pins that you were wearing.
Oh, lovely! Yeah, Roboto's
joy!
definitely destroying that.
Hello.
Roboto's definitely destroying that.
And then On top of that, you hear the thundering sound of fireworks going off. And this only adds
Oh
to aggravate all the
dear.
people
Damn.
coming down into the tunnels.
Oh,
Joy.
great.
Wonderful.
As soon as this happens, the Kelpie, it turns and it's moving like in the opposite direction, like it's looking back at you frantically, like it wants you to follow it.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, we're
go.
gonna follow
Let's
it.
go. Bye.
So
Alright.
Amaranth will take off the pin and throw it at the things.
Oh, that's a good
Like
idea.
crowd of
That's a good
monsters
idea, yeah.
chasing
idea.
them.
So you throw
Roboto's
it and
already destroyed his, but he's gonna like throw the remains at them also.
and well, as you do this and you're running, you probably wouldn't see it, but the first creatures that come up like from this giant mass of swamp monsters, like they leap on these pins, tearing them to pieces, crushing them, and
Oh,
then already in a
joy.
frenzy, they continue running down this tunnel after you.
Oh,
Absolutely
joy.
they are terrified
Oh
to
Wonderful.
come
boy.
down, and they are completely aggro, and they
Love
are
that.
going to tear apart anything that's in front of them.
Cool, yeah, running time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At the end of the tunnel,
Yay.
it's partially collapsed. It looks like maybe the Kelpie and the Little Miss have tried to climb up it before, but you can probably guess by their conditions. They were probably a bit too weak to do so, but part of the tunnel's collapsed. There's wiring, there's rubble, like sticking out, like piled up, but it's leading up to a ramp, which is leading up to a more narrow ramp that's going to lead over the irrigation dam towards the bridge. So
Okay.
y'all better roll to start climbing.
Hey, may
Athletics?
I request something? First of all, can I ask that Roboto will pick everybody up?
Well, Little Miss and the Kelpie doesn't have anything to say about that.
Because here's the thing. Roboto got a funky little item in Aberration Investigator,
Oh,
which
yes.
which is the fluttering brooch. You may call upon butterfly wings for a minute once per long rest. It gives you a flying speed of 30 feet, but disadvantage on dexterity saves. So yeah, Roboto's gonna activate that. And Mursky, if you have the art, I would appreciate it. But yeah, big fucking wings.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, Nebula will not be opposed to being picked up.
Yeah, considering the
Amaranth isn't
alternative,
opposed
Penn.
either.
Yeah, considering the alternative, Penn goes with it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you, Mursky, for giving my boy wings.
I just want to
Um,
point out this is the second time in this series, I guess, that Roboto has picked.
Then what?
Whoever was
Who-
talking cut out.
Oh,
Arrows?
this is
Arrows, my
the second
beloved.
time. This is the second time in this series that Roboto has picked everyone up.
Listen,
Yep.
pickable.
Did you even grab
But
the
yeah,
Kelpie?
yes,
Alright.
everybody.
Alright. Well, I'll say that when you're grabbing everyone and you're grabbing the Kelpie may have been like, what are you doing? Like maybe kicked out one foot, but then it's like, oh, you're helping me, okay. I would say that remember I said there was a bunch of wires and metal sticking out of here? There was also a control box, and it still had electricity in it, when it kicked it, and it has now activated the water. So now the tunnel is about to be flooded.
Oh,
As
joy.
you need to
great.
Oh
hurry.
no.
Shit.
Great.
Go fly. And I'm also gonna use a key point for Step of the Wind, so I could
Nice.
now go 90 feet. 90 feet
Flying.
flying. Yeah.
Per round. Oh boy.
Nice.
90 feet
Woohoo.
flying
Yeah,
for 10 rounds. So basically in that minute he can go Actually, I can't math, but anyways,
A long way.
Yeah.
a long way. Gotta fly a lot.
5,400 feet.
Alright.
Man, this guy traveling a mile a minute.
Oh my god. Well, yeah,
2 miles per hour.
we do need to hurry. I think we're going over the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we're almost at the end, so I didn't know if I wanted to stop it here and pick it up another day, but all right, we'll get through it. So, you guys get to the top just as a flood of marsh water just comes ripping down this old tunnel. It, obviously it washes away all of those monsters that were coming up behind you. They go around where this rubble is, out into the irrigation dam, and starts filling up. Some maybe a couple of them cling on to the rubble and they're trying to pull themselves up. So yeah, it won't be too long until they probably reach the top. So you guys gotta start going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
Are you still
We
flying
are
or are you now
going.
running?
I will say, say, did the time, but the time that it took Roboto to fly up there, was it a minute? Was it a minute or less?
I would say about almost a minute. You probably have a couple seconds left. But they were
Yeah.
pretty high up.
Yeah, Roboto will only be able to fly a bit more, and then he's gonna
Have to start running.
have to land.
Hit the ground running.
Fair enough. Right, and as you're running, you run out of here, and you're in daylight, or rather, into the mist. And it's just there's this thin ramp just spanning over this huge dam. It's just a big old bowl, kind of split down the center, and it's just filling up with water. And along the sides of this dam where the ramp is located, I drew a picture of it, but dang, I'll show you. You can see these monsters. They are swimming up to the surface, and they are trying to frantically climb up at you on all sides. Now,
Oh
it is
god.
Oh, great.
Boy.
it is just a sea of these really aggravated kelpie galluses and the spideers just trying to do everything in their power to get at you.
Oh,
Jeez.
And the waters are
dear.
rising,
Jesus.
and they are getting closer.
Okay, time to run.
Yes,
Yeah.
better. And
Run.
Yeah.
it
Running is good.
is just a symphony of shrieks and wails and growls as these things just scrabble up frantically, just out for blood, just trying to get to you. And
Cool.
this is a long ramp, by the way. It's my right.
Is Roboto still carrying everyone?
Yes.
Excellent.
And okay, halfway through halfway down the ramp, you feel a kind of like the ramp shaking a bit, and you know the bridge that's on the very end. It starts moving. It's
Oh,
like like a drawbridge, how it folds into two halves. So it's good. It's moving up. Your end is moving up.
Oh
Step of the
boy.
wind again. Step of the wind again. 135 feet, motherfuckers.
As you're as you're running, there are some of these monsters that have finally climbed over the edge, and they're coming up like in front of you. They're behind you, and this part I probably might need to do. But were you still holding Tawny?
Yes.
Well, Tawny wiggles out of your arms, and it
no.
Oh
drops
no.
into skies, into its kelpie form. It looks even worse. This thing is so weak. It is like it looks like it's falling apart at the seams. It's like gives you
No.
guys a look, and it looks at the little miss, and then it turns and it's going to buy you some time and start
No.
attacking. You know,
no.
Honey.
yes.
Tawny, please.
It jumps at them, and you see a group of these aggravated monsters just dive onto it, and it is just buried under it. The little miss is just
No!
the little miss is
Shadow!
just crying and reaching.
Shadow!
No!
Shadow!
Oh, so naughty.
I'm sorry, guys.
Shadow!
You're not sorry.
I am a little
Why
bit.
would you do this? Why would you do this? What a step to tear.
Well, Kelpie really doesn't have any place outside of its natural environment, so.
Oh,
Shadow!
Remember how I said it was drenched in that the water? Well, that damaged it, and it stayed damaged. It couldn't heal from that.
oh, oh.
Sorry, guys. I told you the trauma train is here.
Trauma train really is here.
Train
Trauma
ran you
train
over.
just rammed
healer.
itself into us.
The trauma train ran you over and then backed into you.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys are still running? I mean, not much you can do for him now.
Yeah, not much we can do. And Roboto did go Noom.
You did. And the Kelpie went Noom in the opposite direction. Alright, so since we're getting to the I will say you guys make it over the bridge. Just barely, though. The gap was pretty huge. And so you probably leap over, you grab onto the edge of the bridge, on the other side, thankfully, as as the two halves finally stop and they're finished having finished like lifted, and you can see on the other side, the monsters are on the ramp, but they're not following you. They're not jumping after you. They're standing there and they're growling and looks like they're trying to reach out to you, but they are not following. Obviously, they can't.
Well, that's good.
Oh,
I mean, at this point,
honey.
you could drop into the water that's outside of this land, or you could try to pull yourself over.
I think I'm gonna try to pull myself. Roboto's gonna try and pull himself over. Can I roll acrobatics?
Sure.
22.
22.
All right, yeah, that'll do it. Somehow, as everybody's clinging to you, you pull yourself.
Well, everyone
over.
can help.
Huh?
Everyone can help then. If
Yeah.
everyone's clinging, they can also help.
I'll roll with advantage just to see if I get even higher. I mean, that's a
You got
23.
one higher.
Yeah.
One higher.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
I don't think
Y'all are
everyone needs to
clinging
roll.
to Roboto, so it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think
Everything is
everyone needs to
fine.
roll. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I would say yes. It's
Pretty
with
much.
everybody's help. You all pull yourself over. You kind of roll down this, or swirl, or slide down this bridge down to the concrete below, and you are now outside of Fair Weather.
Oh, man.
And you find that there is still mist around you. I mean, it looks like there's a very old road and some water. You're by the river, and yeah, from here you're gonna have to start walking.
Yeah, is
Well-
Roboto putting people down or no?
I think at this point, since there is no apparent danger, Roboto will start putting everybody but the little miss down.
Yeah, Nebula would hug her, but you're hugging her, so he can't. I mean, he can turn into a group hug.
Like,
Yeah,
Because that was her dear. That was her
Yeah.
dear. I doubt
yeah,
she's
Roboto
That was
will like.
her parental figure for a long time.
Yeah.
She's been living with this
Yeah,
girl,
I don't think she's
taking
doing
care of
well.
her and feeding her.
I don't think she's doing well.
No, she's
No,
not. I'm
probably
pretty
not.
No,
sure.
absolutely not.
I think she's actually fainted at this point. Just the
Oh.
exhaustion
Oh
and everything, the
Oh.
overwhelming. She's been through a lot. Like,
She
physically and
has.
emotionally traumatized.
How old is this child?
She's
No.
about probably 8 or 9.
No.
A bit small for her age.
The baby. She
Shadow!
doesn't deserve this.
No,
doesn't!
she doesn't.
She doesn't deserve this!
But bad things happen. So I would
The
say
bad
that.
things don't happen after one after another. The damn things overlap.
Honestly, as you're sitting here debating on why bad things happen to small things, but you hear the sound of a foghorn in the background, and you see a boat coming up behind you, and you see a very familiar face, like at the wheel of this boat, and it's Mackie. You remember him from the first adventure?
Is he at the hotel?
Huh?
Is he at the hotel the first game?
Yep, he was the son of the hotel owner.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
What? He's like, oh, hey guys, he's waving at you. Need a ride?
Definitely. Somewhere as far away as possible from here, if you can.
Like,
We
oh,
need to
great.
get to a healer.
Oh great, hey, we're heading out too. Hey, he's gonna pull up. You know, there's a really like old dock there. You guys could just board it, and you get on, and you see that there's two very familiar looking people in there. It's Val and Nicole.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
And see, there's a bunch of luggage next to them. It looks like.
Oh, good. Good. They're getting out of there. Good.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
You learn while you're there that yes, Mackie became aware of what was going on because apparently most adults do. Children usually don't, but they're told at some point about the other side of Fair Weather. And it just so happened that he encountered Val, who told him the situation, and they kind of came up with a plan to maybe get him and maybe his friend Nicole out of there because they're both coming of age and they're both gonna get kicked out. So yeah, they came up with this whole plan to try and escape. Obviously, Nicole wasn't gonna tell you that because she didn't know if you were gonna try to rat her out or rat her and her friends out.
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah, fair.
valid.
And you
That's
also
fair.
and you also learn from Val, who's looks very, very ashamed, that he had been instructed by his quote unquote adoptive father to try him and Pumpkin to try to lead you guys out there.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, more reasons to destroy this fucker.
Yeah,
Yes,
we gotta.
more reasons.
We're gonna kill this mayor, I
Obviously,
think, or at least fuck him up.
You don't have any evidence of this, because it's like not like you can go to authorities and say anything. And you got rid of the pens that you guys had, so the evidence is gone.
We're just gonna beat this guy up ourselves.
Yeah, who needs evidence?
Right now, I think Roboto's main priority is get the fuck out of Dodge and get this child to a healer.
Yeah, that's probably
they can like reconvene and figure out what to do about this town later. Right now, they need to get out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would say this ends with you guys just sitting in the back of this boat. You're listening to, what these teenagers have to tell you. Yeah. Oh yeah. They kind of stole Mackie's father's boat. They're gonna give it back. I mean, they're just gonna leave it out here, but eventually somebody will find it and bring it back. But there's a town nearby. I think I might have to walk a little bit, but yeah, that's where they're heading. And they're just gonna, travel on and try to make a home somewhere else. Oh, Mackie brought his cat with him. His big fat cat.
Yeah.
It looks like Mochi from Big Hero 6.
Keepy.
And the boat disappears into the mist. You hear a foghorn, and that is the end of this game.
Cool.
Shadow!
Shadow, I'm going to throttle you.
Yeah, Shadow.
Shadow, my beloved, why do you do this to us?
I don't know. Why do I do this?
But also, we're going to get this child a prosthetic leg, so fucking help us.
Yeah, and a family.
And a family.
We're the family. We're her family.
Yes.
Okay.
Also,
Is there gonna be another?
are there any like rewards for this game that I need to put?
Yeah, actually, I will go ahead and give you guys each 20 gold. Mackie probably gave it to you because, you know, he probably is like, oh, you guys don't look like you're doing too well, and he had a bunch of money, you know, that he kind of sort of took from his father's safe. So he's just gonna give you each that.
Can you write down how much?
It's 20 gold each, you know, and like,
20.
yeah,
Okay.
maybe you wanna get yourself fixed up, get a hotel room somewhere else, you know. Help you
Man, we
guys
still
out a
got
bit.
15 tokens. Nebula has a whip now. I don't know what to do about that, but he sure has a whip
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, Roboto has those funky little darts.
That's
Got a
right.
And
rainbow whip.
Amaranth still has the music box.
I'll give you a
Yeah,
description on those in just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording here.
yeah. Thank you all for
Yep.
listening, both
Thank you,
now
very-
and in
thank
the
Thank you
you
for
future.
running the game, Shadow.
Thank you for
Thank you for
joining us.
destroying us emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The train is real. Okay.
that was
Bye.
Bye.